What up, people? What's good? Salute.
Yes, sir.
Yo, what's good, everybody? Salute to the tribe. We're hip hop and comics and hip hop. We're a niche channel. Reserved for the best. It's super dope. I do sell comics. Check me out on Instagram at @6th_element_comic. Yeah, because comic books are the sixth element of hip hop. What's good? Sixth element of hip hop here. I am your host, Reno Noir. We got my co-host, Stu Dog, on the way in. How y'all doing tonight? How y'all feeling? How y'all living? What's good? Yeah, man, we got a great show tonight. We got some cool shit. We got Blood Hunt. We got some crazy X-Men news, because the X-Men are now they got to do something new, right? Because the Krakoan arc has ended. So yeah, they've got some new, what do you call it? A whole new crew, a whole new setup. So basically, we're going to talk about the future of the X-Men at Marvel. We got Shogun info. We got some Invincible info, some Kang and some Deadpool info, some Acolyte and some Fantastic Four info, and some Red Sonja info, which I'm so upset about, but we'll get into that. We got some Avengers info. Man, dude, there's a lot. There's so much we're going to talk about tonight. The new X-Men, the Ultimate X-Men, we're going to get into that. Just waiting for people to arrive. We got well, man, as it turns out, Marvel's new Century is actually not at all Century. Is a new, they we thought making Century an Asian man was a bit like, really, but now it's a woman, a young woman with cerebral palsy. I'm not kidding. No, that's the Century now. We might briefly touch on that. But the thing that I'm really excited about, the main topic of discussion for the show today, is Marvel's Blood Hunt. Corey Adger, what's good? Marvel's Blood Hunt. It's the new event. It's crossing all the titles. It's it's covered by every superhero, every team, every character. Everybody's going to be involved in the Blood Hunt. I mean, you see him right there. That's issue 1 of 5. That's the little mini series Blood Hunt, and then of course there'll be a Blood Hunt for every title. There'll be a Iron Man Blood Hunt, a Blade Blood Hunt, a Spider-Man Blood Hunt, a Doctor Strange Blood Hunt, Captain America Blood Hunt, X-Men Blood Hunt. You get the picture. And it's going to be one of the biggest events that Marvel has done in memory. A long time. It's a big event. I do not advise trying to buy every single issue of this event. I do that. I'll do that. Like, if there's a big event, I'll be like, okay, well, I need, the X-Men run, the Spider-Man run, the Avengers. I need every run from this event, and it becomes a lot. And this particular event is one that I'm not going to try. I'm not even going to attempt. It's a lot. It's too much. It's way too much. And I'm not interested in all of it. And that's fine. You don't have to be, because all of it's not interesting. Some of the new comics that Marvel is putting out, especially in my favorite zone, the X-Men zone, the mutant zone, has been, and I don't want to call it woke. It's because that's tired. It's just very, for the new generation, it's very Gen Z. It's very millennial. I mean, it's written by millennials. Most of the people that write this stuff now have rainbow colored hair, and they're just not the typical comic writer, artist of yesteryear. So they're different. there is still great stuff coming out. Obviously, there's still definitely always good comics in the mix. And some of the Marvel stuff is decent. Like we got Cable back, okay, because they made him a teenager for some reason. The whole point of Cable is that he's an old bastard, a grumpy old bastard. You make him a young teen with like feelings, right? That's not Cable. So then we had to get him back. So that was great that he came back. So before I get into the blood hunt, because I was trying to wait for the crew to arrive. Where the fuck is everybody? But in the meantime, man, let's talk about this real quick. This Red Sonja nonsense. I'm not gonna call it nonsense. So y'all know the movie Red Sonja was a classic. It was not a classic. It was a bomb. It sucked. It was really bad. But if you were into like the barbarian movies of the 80s, which I was heavily into, Conan, the Barbarian, the Destroyer, there was the Barbarian Brothers, there was obviously, Beastmaster and all that B grade, just cheap fantasy, but particularly the barbarian, what do you call it? Trope, whatever it is. So Red Sonja was the female Conan, if you will, of the 80s. The movie flopped. It was just really crap. But based on the Red Sonja stories, the Red Sonja books and comics. This new, so they're rebooting it, obviously, because why not? It's been, and this is not, but I'm not mad at that. Let me be clear. I am not mad at them rebooting. Hold on, I'm sorry, y'all. Why are we looking at yesterday's backdrop? Stu Dog, what's good?
Well,
So, but I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad because when you when you reboot something, they doing all these reboots and they want to pick like our favorite shit and like, oh, what was your favorite shit? Let's reboot that. No, no, reboot shit that sucked. Reboot shit that was our favorite shit but sucked. Red Sonja, perfect example. I loved Red Sonja as a little kid because I didn't know any better. I thought it was dope. Conan was in it. Well, Arnold was in it, and he was a barbarian. So to me, that was Conan. And I was cool with it at the time, but it really sucked. So this is the kind of stuff we need to reboot. If we're gonna do reboots and everybody's reboot happy, let's not reboot shit that was good. I know that. What are you doing? Stop rebooting movies that were good. They were good. Leave them the fuck alone. You're not gonna make it better. You're just gonna annoy the fans of it. Get a movie that
right, I
sucked.
agree. I agree.
You know what I mean? Get a movie that sucked, that was poorly made, but was a cult favorite and people loved it. It was just sucked. Reboot that
Like
shit. That's
Punisher, like the first Punisher movie.
yeah. I
Reboot
mean,
that.
yeah,
That sucked.
perfect example.
Palm trees in New York. Yeah. Now Red
Yeah,
Sonja, I think
film didn't
it
take
has
it.
a cult following. Yeah.
Yeah.
Red Sonja has a cult following. And I agree with you because a lot of people want to see something good from Red Sonja, and everything we get sucks, movie wise, or television wise, or YouTube wise.
Mhm.
But the comics are like the bomb, and
Word.
so
Shout out to Jimmy.
they haven't. Yeah, yeah, a real big shout out to Jimmy because Hollywood has just not been able to find a writer to bring Sonya to the screen that we like or director. So you already got the writers. Just go to the comic book artists and the writers that write these stories in these comic books. Bang. Then you just find a good director. Boom. Now
King.
you put those two together and you got a sandwich that everybody want to eat. But other than
Everybody
that,
want to buy it.
yeah, but they don't want to do that because
No.
they say, oh, we got these good writers. And you got to remember something about writers. They're only as good as the people who worship them. So these Hollywood writers are known in Hollywood, but we don't know who they are. But we read comics and we know who Jonathan Hickman, we know who all of these guys are, and we read their stories and they're great. get them to write a story. Like Ant-Man, the first Ant-Man
Mhm.
movie was written by Marvel comic book artists. It was written by writers that write for Marvel, that write for the comic books. They bragged about it. They said it. They said that's what we came with the whole concept.
What's
And
good? That's where I'll talk.
okay, and that movie was good. That movie was really good. That first Ant-Man movie was the bomb. And it was
Yeah.
good because like I said, they got. I mean, everything was Scott Lang and the whole nine. They were the ones that came with the idea to make Scott Lang Ant-Man instead of using what's his name? Um, oh god damn, someone took my tongue. Instead of using the
What?
usual suspects,
Douglas? Oh,
what's Douglas' character's
Pym?
Pym? Yeah, instead of using Hank Pym, they went with Scott Lang because now
Yeah.
you can take the character to the screen and you don't have to follow the Hank Pym
Right.
stereotype.
Storyline.
You don't have to
Right.
have somebody right. You don't even have to have somebody that really kind of look like him. You can actually you can do your own thing, and it made sense. The whole thing made sense.
Yeah.
That's why the first Ant-Man movie was so good.
Well, this Red Sonja reboot, the actress, there she is all excited about it. And of course, rightly so, right? She's playing Red Sonja. She should be excited about it. But the reason that she's excited about it is kind of disappointing me a little bit. Here's what she says. She said, "It's very women empowered." First of all, it's fucking Red Sonja. Obviously, we do not have to double dip and overdo the women power like it's already Red Sonja. Now what? Now you gotta make every man in the movie look like a jerk off? I mean, you have to. She said, Red Sonja's star says the reboot will subvert the original's male gaze trope. Um, which in and of itself, if that's all it does, cool. But we know it's not going to only do that. But it's starring Matilda Lutz as Red Sonja, and the new film is expected to premiere in theaters this year, arriving about 4 decades after the release of the original film. And while promoting the premiere of her film Magpie by South by Southwest, Lutz shared an update on Red Sonja while speaking with CBR's Tessa Smith on the red carpet, and she teased how this adaptation is very women-empowered, separating it from the previous adaptations and original comic books. Now, I just don't understand why we're adapting comics and then trying to separate them from the comics.
Because
But I
Hollywood wants all the credit. They want
I
to be able
know.
to say, well, look what we did. Look what we made.
Exactly.
Oh yes, this was born in Hollywood. Like, look, the women
Yeah.
empowerment movement, man, women have always had power. Let's just keep it a buck. Let's keep it real. Let's stop the lies and let's stop the joke. Because it's a joke to me. All that women empowerment and women
Yeah.
empowerment. Women in the Western world have always had power.
Run
They've
shit.
always had the right to choose what they want to do. They have always had the right to earn money. They've always had the right to make their own way. They've
Not
always
always,
had a
but
right to do a lot of
in
things
our
that
life.
they do.
Yeah.
Right, in our lifetime, right? So like, like now that they've got it, you try to make it seem like they never had it. Or like they never even before they had it, they had it. They found ways around the way to make it work. They have
Right.
freedom. They're free to do whatever they want. They're not like in some countries where they're not. Like
Yeah.
you say it's a very like Sonya is a very woman empowering. Red Sonja has always been a powerful female character.
It's Red
She's a
Sonja.
female barbarian, right? It's Red Sonja. She's a female barbarian.
She's a
So she
badass
thinks like a
warrior.
yeah, and a badass warrior. So she's like a male, but just from a female perspective.
Mhm.
So that's the difference. So where's
So they're
where
gonna
she don't
make her
have
like
power?
you're gonna feminize her. First of all, Brigitte Nielsen, right, played the
Mm.
I mean, she was the Russians' old lady in Rocky. Like this, Brigitte was like a bad bitch, and she was a big bitch, you know. And I use bitch in the most loving term, euphemism. But yeah, she said so. But yeah, you're right. Like she carried herself. I'm not gonna say like a man, but with a very masculine way, and that's Red Sonja and Red Sonja's. So like, if you just want to turn Red Sonja into this total feminine, character
A
with
feminist.
skinny
She want
arms. Well,
they
no.
want to turn
She's gonna
into a
have skinny
feminist.
arm. Here's the problem. She's gonna have skinny arms. She's gonna be petite. She's gonna be feminine, but she's gonna be cutting, 300-pound men in half with one stroke, knocking dudes out with uppercuts and shit like that. And it's just like, why? That's not possible. It's stupid. Who are you trying to fool? Like, that's not women empowerment. That's just foolishness. Show
Right.
women really doing shit that women can really do. That's dope. But she said, so what I can tell you about Red Sonja is that the first ones in the comics were made with a very male-gazed orientation. This is a completely different story, and it's very women-empowered, which I loved about the script. And this is the line with what director. This is in line with what the director MJ Bissett previously said about the new take on Red Sonja. In last year, she said the director said one key change in the reboot is that Sonja won't be depicted as a victim of sexual assault. What? She won't be depicted as a victim of sex. Do you remember Red Sonja being a victim?
No, never,
What?
never.
When
She
was she?
had victims. She had victims, but I ain't never known her to be a victim.
I'm just, and that's my thing. It's like when they make these comments, it's like, okay, yeah, in and of itself, that comment's great. Sure, we don't want anyone to be a victim of sexual assault, but wait a minute, what are we talking? Why are we talking about that? Who was that? Whoever had that problem? When was that an issue? Why are we bringing that into the table? And then it's like, then it's like we see what else is going to come. You know where that's going, and it's just like, man. The director said it was not a strong motivation. But the reboot's director also said that the new film will avoid delving into sexual politics. She's just a human being in the world of femininity. End quote.
Yeah, this movie
Now,
gonna be a disaster.
it's going to be assetry,
Yeah.
total assetry.
Yeah, I agree with you, man. This movie's
Sorry about that.
it's just not. Yeah, it's gonna be a disaster, man.
Yeah, it's going to be
It
garbage.
really is.
It sucks because Red Sonja reboot was a cool idea, and I was really excited about it because, like I said, man, Red Sonja was one of those barbarian movies of like that cool era of the 80s that I loved with the barbarians and shit. All the barbarian flicks of the 80s. And Red Sonja was definitely an important one of those. So, yeah, man, I was like, yeah, hell yeah, Red Sonja is getting a reboot. That's the kind of movie we should reboot. A movie that is a favorite but sucked. That's what you reboot. You don't reboot movies that were great. Like I mean, I don't know. I don't want to go
No,
too.
no, no. You
No,
no,
but
no.
I
Listen,
want to.
you got a point because look, we pay for these movies. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it a buck 150. We pay for them. We pay for the memorabilia. We pay for their merchandise. We pay for their comic books. Like, if you're gonna bring out a movie and you want me to go see it, you really want to draw me or any fan of Red Sonja to go see that movie, you should be making a movie that fans want to see, not a
Right.
movie that's based on your political views and your vision for Red Sonja.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
That's not what drew me to Red Sonja in the beginning. Was that she was never raped or that she was feminist in the world of femininity. That's not what defines Red Sonja. It's not what defines the character. Why would I want to watch something that doesn't represent something that I really like? Like, so if you want us to go see these movies, you want us to give you our hard earned money, and trust me, with shrinkflation, it is hard earned nowadays.
well, and my
So
thing is like, why are you taking properties that have been historically guy shit? Let's call it right. Star Wars, comics, Red Sonja, guy shit, and why is that the stuff you're targeting to feminize? Because guys were the fans of that stuff. So when you make reboots and new stuff, you're obviously the fans of that stuff are going to be the ones coming to it, not the women who never liked it in the first place. So who are you making these fucking movies for? Yourself? It's like you just said, they want to make the stuff that they feel they represent. But it's like y'all are the filmmakers. We know y'all are who y'all are. We know how y'all are. Be who you are, but you still got to make the movies for the audience because the audience ain't Hollywood, and that's the problem. They're trying to
no,
make
the
these
audience
movies
is
for
right
Hollywood.
for Hollywood, right? Then put that movie out independently and just say it's an independent filmmaker and that's your vision, but don't push it off as being the version that we like. Like I said, Star Wars is a perfect example. Star Wars is for the boys. It's always been for the boys. You name me, you name me enough women that's going to come see Star Wars, where it's going to push it to the box office high of all time highs. It's not going to happen. It's a boy thing.
Yeah.
It's a man thing. It's always been a boy. There are women in it. There are women sprinkled in that like it. And there are women even in the movies. But Star Wars has always been for the boys. So leave it for the boys. Every time we get a Star
Exactly.
Wars movie, it's a female lead. It's a female this. It's a female that. It's a female. Like, all right, the first couple times you got it off, it was cool. But now it's getting to the point where we like, damn, Star Wars just ain't moving forward. It's stuck in the mud. We don't want that.
Hey, my bad, Raw
Yeah,
Talk.
basically, yes. Warlord,
Uh,
Cypher, Goon.
what's
Yes,
going
you
on,
are right.
bro?
Basically, you are right. What up? What up?
What up? What up?
On the move, getting ready to pick up wifey. A whole bunch of things came crashing together as far as timing wise, man. It's
Yeah.
bugged. And now my brother said, yo, postpone that to another date. So
Oh,
now,
word.
yeah, so I'm picking up
That's
wife. Once I get back to the crib, I'll jump on definitely.
all right. Bet.
But but far as that Red Sonja joint, man, I mean, it's just they're making a movie for female empowerment.
Yep.
For the young
Yep.
girls, they want to sell Red Sonja dolls. They're trying to get the merch up and
Yeah,
stuff
but
like
like,
that.
if that's the case, why don't you pump it to the people that are gonna buy that merch? Women are not gonna buy fucking Red Sonja action figures. Men are.
Exactly.
Why are you making these men fucking products for women? It just doesn't make any sense. But I
Yeah.
digress. Well, speaking of that, Acolyte, that's another. We talking about Star Wars. The Acolyte will be the first Star Wars live action series to be set prior to the events of the first prequel trilogy, the Phantom Menace, and all before that. It takes place during the High Republic era, which is garbage. Series of books and comics that are absolute trash. Utter trash, utter garbage. Written by completely clueless people that have no clue about Star Wars. It's just utterly absurd. I've read some of it and it's just painful. But the series is set to star, and I quote, a diverse cast, which is, always important to say because why not just have a diverse cast without promoting that you have a diverse cast?
First cast,
Um,
right? All right.
Looking for points, or you just want to be legit? You want to be official
I,
and genuine. So, but
I
yeah, the
think they I
villain.
think they officially genuinely looking for points.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, an acolyte. It's all about the Sith. I mean, it's everything guys love about. It's just the one. I was the most excited for this show, for this storyline out of all the stuff I knew that was coming, because it's the Sith. It's about the Sith acolytes and the Sith. It takes place, first of all, during the High Republic era, where there was no wars, there was nothing going on with the Sith. Completely, Sith were just Jedi. Everyone thought the Sith were gone at this point. They don't exist during the High Republic, basically. So there's going to be this, and it's going to be, honestly, in the interview, the filmmakers, all the women were sitting around. They were like, "It's going to be a great movie. It's going to have lots of colors inside the spaceship. We got lots of colors. It's very colorful." I was shocked. I was shocked. But yeah, she said, Leslie Headland, the showrunner of Acolyte, also the showrunner and who wrote Netflix a series Russian Doll. If you've ever seen that, which I did watch it, the actress that is the star of it, I think she's cool. But it's a very, like, yeah, recently she gave an interview discussing it. So she said, what makes this show different and interesting is it's from the perspective of the bad guys or the villains of Star Wars. Like, that's dope. Like, hell yeah, I'm ready for that. Are people who are going she said, the villains are people who are using the Force in their own way and dipping into the darker sides of the Force, and are doing it without being sanctioned by the larger institution, which in this case is the Jedi. I just thought it was very interesting to do a show about the bad guys.
But which bad guy? Like, focus on the female one versions and
It's just ridiculous.
Which
I
is
mean,
listen, Reno, which is cool, but we don't want what we don't want is a bunch of female leads. Um,
well,
and we don't want a bunch of garbage that nobody's gonna pay attention to. So like,
I don't.
if you
I
want to
don't
do the
even
acolyte, and like you
female
said,
leads
it's stuff
are
that
fine,
we like. Yeah, it's
but you
stuff
know
we
what?
like, but at the same time, everything we've got from Star Wars in the past couple of years, it's just not been that great. It hasn't been anything like that you run home to watch or brag about. It's just been something that we can complain about. Like you
And
want to do
the
anything with Star Wars at this point, it's got to be something we really want to see.
I
and
think.
she
I,
said, hold on, let me read this quote. She said, "The idea is to honor the ethos of Star Wars and the ideas around the Force, and also challenge them." That's the big thing that they want to do. Is they want to challenge the original ideas of Star Wars and the original everything about Star Wars. That's what Kennedy's been talking about the whole time. That's their whole agenda, is to challenge the status quo, to change Star Wars. Raw talk, go ahead, man.
yeah, man. When they bring that word challenge in, that's right there. That's their code word for we're gonna change it up. We're gonna put in lesbian cast, gay cast. I mean, I'm telling you, they
Yeah.
want to have it reflect today's society, which
Right.
the fantasy film, it shouldn't have anything related to today's politics or anything. It shouldn't have. I mean, even though Lucas did it, but he did it in a great way of story writing, storytelling, you know, and he came from an angle which was like pure. They're coming from a
And it
malicious.
made sense in the time of the fantasy story. It made
Exactly.
sense.
Exactly. And they're coming from a malicious point of view, like,
Right.
oh, men, you had this for a while. Now we want to take it over and make it in our image. Like, yo, what part of
Why?
this? Just make a
Like,
great story. Like,
yeah.
Aliens wouldn't be what it is without Ripley, because
Right.
the story was told well with
Right.
the female lead.
Kill Bill 1 and 2.
Exactly. Well
I,
written.
I've been a big fan, and this is my biggest problem about the current, what do you call it, status quo of everything, is that I was a big fan of the female badasses, like the Kill Bills and the Ripleys and all of that. Like that, I was like getting to be. I was even writing my novel like that I'm writing with a female lead. Like I was super into that. I thought that was the coolest shit. They've
And,
made me hate that trope. They've made me totally hate that because they've just made it, because they make it cringe. They make it fucking ugh.
and we forget back in the 80s, we had Revenge of the Ninja, Ninja 3 The Domination, the female ninja.
Word. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? We had stuff like
Nah,
that.
there was plenty of shit. Yeah, bro. There's and they talk about Red Sonja. Bro, Red Sonja was mad fucking female empowered. That's the point. She was out there like a fucking badass dude, whooping dudes' ass, taking names. You want to feminize her, and that's the opposite. It's like making Taskmaster a female. You just beat your own fucking ass because, first of all, if you left Taskmaster a male, that's saying that the female superhero is badass. She can even beat up the males just like the males. But what you're telling us is that she's a woman, and so she needs a weak woman female. Or she needs a female villain to contend with because she can't handle a male villain. That's all you did with that. So you keep shooting yourself in the foot. You think you're making these moves, and you're just making yourself look stupid.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. It's crazy. I was watching last night. Stone. Gal Gadot. She's like a secret agent.
Okay.
The writing is on Netflix,
Right.
but the writing was okay. It was your cliche secret agent trope, what have
Right.
you.
Right.
It was I enjoyed it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
So
Dude, there's so many. There's so many examples of female lead badass characters, man. So many that we love. I mean, and if you want to go to Star Wars, obviously Ahsoka. We love Ahsoka. Love Ahsoka. You know, so yeah, I mean, there's always been strong female characters in what happened to Stu? In
yeah,
Star Wars.
Princess Leia alone.
Princess Leia. Queen Amidala, Padme. Padme was busting shots, running around killing monsters and shit.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here, bro.
Yeah. So I mean, I think what it is, man, the ego, in some aspects, not all, but some, the female ego is even worse than the male ego at this point.
Boy, is it?
So that's where we're at. We're in that era where the female is on display with her ego, but it's a blind ego because you can't have ego without logic. You can't have ego and emotion because that's a recipe for pure disaster. You know, so when they tell these stories, they're telling it from an ego and an emotional point of view where it doesn't resonate.
An emotional point of view. They're telling it from a place of like anger and bitterness, and it's like,
yeah.
Why are you even doing that, bro? We were cool.
And as for the male writers who are writing these comics and stuff like that, they're going along with the BS because they don't need backlash like, oh, we're anti.
You don't want to get canceled. Yeah.
Canceled or whatever. I don't even believe in that cancel stuff. Ain't nobody can cancel you. I don't believe in that. It's like, okay, if they don't fuck with me, they don't fuck with me or whatever. But that I'm gonna still do what I do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that cancel stuff, even that idea is a figment of everyone's imagination.
I mean, they canceled Roseanne ass. You seen Roseanne?
Come on.
Bro, Roseanne's last special was really fucking hard. I mean, I didn't watch it. It was so gross, dude. She was like out there dressed like a hillbilly with pigtails, and she was there talking about because she realized that now all her fans are like Trump people and stuff, and like hillbillies and rednecks, and she just totally went full redneck, and like it's because it's sad, bro. People get canceled and then they're locked out of everything, and they have to find their niche little audience, and that's all they can fuck with. They can't keep doing shit. You're right, but they will cancel you on the mainstream platform. They really will do that shit.
Well,
I don't think it's as potent now. I think cancel culture is losing its fucking power, but it did have a fucking real power.
Exactly. Because I mean, if we looking at what's going on in music right now, everybody's getting fired and stuff like that. Why? Because people are waking up and finding out we don't need a big engine to show our creativity anymore. The independent route is the greatest route of all, the best route. You're beholden to no one but your creativity. You don't have to compromise your creativity. You don't have to do anything being an independent. You find your niche audience, they follow you, you build up. As long as your art is great, you know what I'm saying, you're good. Now, if you're putting out trash and all this other stuff, it's going to show, and people are going to shut you down because nobody's going to listen to you or partake in your craft or whatever you want to, say your art is. But yeah, man, we're at a time where the independents right now, this is the greatest time for independent movements, independent business, everything. Because you create your brand. Once you create your brand, you expound on it. You put everything in all because that's you. You put your soul into it, and you don't have to answer to anyone. So
independent parties. Shout out to RFK for president.
Indeed, RFK.
Yeah, you're right though.
Yeah, I mean, with the comic books, the movies, it's showing like a lot of like Fox did a crazy thing. When they created Tubi. Now, Tubi is an outlet for independent directors and movie makers, but the quality is crazy, but it's still giving out a message of saying, hey, come here, you got a good idea, it's plausible, we'll put it up there for you. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's Murdoch's, but he's still giving out, I say olive branch to creators to get their stuff out there. You know what I mean? So they can build an audience and have their own thing. So I think that we're in the era of that. So now you got independent artists. Black Sands. You heard of them? That the comic book Black Sands about the Egyptian gods and stuff like that?
Nah.
Oh man, he just got
No.
some good. I forget who invested in him. Someone
What
invested,
publisher?
huh?
Oh, it's an indie, right? What is there somebody that's publishing it?
Yeah, well, he was self-published, but they're doing anime and everything now.
Oh, I found it. Oh, that's hot.
Yeah, man. I've been on it for like 3 years already, 2-3 years. I got the first comics and everything. So even the first they had a DVD where it's like I forgot what you call those type of motion
Motion
comics.
comics. Motion
Yeah,
comics, yeah.
pretty dope, man. I mean, but it's time, you know. So if any artist, any musician, independent is the way to go. You can create the life you want to, man. You just got to put more energy and effort into it and get it going. That's all. But yo, wifey's she's coming down the block.
All right.
I'm gonna jump back on. It's only gonna take me 10 minutes to get back home, so I'll
All
jump
right.
back on once I get back to the crib.
All right.
All right.
That's
So
what's up.
all right.
All right. Be safe. One.
Peace.
Peace.
Yeah, man. That shit looks dope. That Black Sands comic. But so Stu is back. We're gonna jump into a little bit of a new topic, new subject. Real quick,
Yeah,
knowing
before we do, I wanted to name one
Oh.
more movie with a powerful female lead that we all loved. Was written
Bust it
very well. Point of No Return and Long Kiss Goodnight.
Long Kiss Goodnight.
Bangers.
Charlie Baltimore.
Bangers from the 90s. Bangers from the 90s.
Baltimore. Yes, sir.
Yeah. And I remember the prequel took everybody by surprise because we didn't know the prequel to Long Kiss Goodnight. We didn't know Point of No Return was the prequel to that. And then when they came out and told us, we were like, well, damn, that's why it was so good.
Yeah.
And we wondered why Samuel L. was in both of the movies. We were like, damn, that movie was that? But they were good movies. She was a spy. She was good at her craft, man. Like you can't. That was a book that was written, and they turned it into a movie.
Yeah.
So so you can give us some good quality things, but if you want a female barbarian, make one up and get them presented to us and see what we say. But don't take something that's already established and make it the own thing. Red Sonja can't be turned into your vision of Red Sonja. Make your own Red Sonja and give us something new. We need some new IPs anyway. You know, I really think that we need some new product because everything nowadays is either a remake, a rehash, or something. Give me something original. Give me something new.
Facts.
You know, I would love to see a new female barbarian. I don't know. You can call her, I don't know, you can call her Femist, the female to barbarian. I don't know. But just, give us something new. Write your own genre. Like get it popping. We might like it. It might be the next big thing.
That's all we ask, man. Just create something dope. Speaking of something dope, speaking of creating dope shit, the new X-Men relaunch, they call it the X-Men relaunch, because remember the Krakoan age, House of X, Powers of X, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, that shit is over now. Krakoa is over. We are in a new era, and the code name of the new X-Men relaunch to take over from the Krakoan age was Blue Moon. I had wondered if this referred to the blue area on the moon, Yondu's spaceship, and a working title for the Fantastic Four movie, but that's like overthinking it. But it was just like that, a chance to do whatever this is for the X-Men only comes along, once in a blue moon. Secondly, the new X-Men era won't reboot Krakoa away, so don't expect like the death of a remaining Moira McTaggart clone to reset the timeline. That was suggested in an earlier version of Hank McCoy was being resurrected, and that did happen. But because that's what happens. That's what House of X and Powers of X is about. Moira McTaggart living lives and reliving lives as her mutant ability. Something on my glasses. Thirdly, Magic, Ileana Rasputin, sister of Colossus, was going to play a big role in whatever comes next. She had a big role in the recent X-Men, but there has been no further indication that this is true. But we did unearth some negative feelings regarding Brevoort to Ileana, which, if true, suggested that this was Brevoort challenging himself to find a way to refame a character that he hates and as one that he loves, or a writer proving to Tom that the character was worth the effort, which yes does sound like Gale. And fourthly, I'm expecting an understanding between mutants and artificial intelligence going into a post-Krakoan age, so a very AI and fifthly, a back to basics model for X-Men, right? Separate teams, the mansion, right? Back to basics, but there will be a big twist to separate the new way of things from the previous Krakoan X-Men. But I've heard nothing else from decent enough sources all year. And we were the first to realize that Gail Simone and David Marquez may be on the main X-Men book after their announcements as creators in the X-Men Free Comic Book Day title in May. But since that big leak last December, there's been an omerta, a code of silence in place. But there's been some official teases, of course. Timeless gave us Prisoner X imprisoned within the Danger Room. Someone with Magneto's helmet in Professor X's 1997 X-Men chair with the silhouettes in the background suggesting X-Men students, including Cyclops, is definitely one of them. And in Women of Marvel, we learned that Rogue would lead a team with Nightcrawler, Gambit, and a yellow costumed, full-sleeved Wolverine. Also reminiscent of X-Men 97. Full-sleeved like he is in the movie with Deadpool. While Kate Pryde would lead another team if Shadows with Emma Frost stepping out. Because I also got past this list of creator names. Normally these kind of things are just like fanfic based on some already leaked or confirmed details mixed within utter bullshit to pad it out. And then they usually get denied pretty quickly, but not this list. No one is saying anything, and that is unusual because it may just be a thing about not commenting on anything at all. But why not share it anyway with all those? We've got X-Men coming out. All right, here's the new titles: X-Men by Gail Simone and David Marquez, Sentinels by Alex Packendale, Young X by Eve Ewing, which I don't know of any relation to Al Ewing, Cyclops by Jed MacKay and Ryan Stegman, Phoenix by Stephanie Phillips, Wolverine by Saladin Ahmed and Greg Capullo, and Mystique by Declan Shalvey. And I was also past this list before Jed MacKay was announced as being on the X-Men panel at SXSW. But there's no mention of any Uncanny X-Men title. In the absence of which was weird for the Krakoan age of X-Men. They didn't have it there either. But secondly, Greg Capullo would I don't know, would Greg Capullo really want a writer these days? And so anyway, this list could be bullshit. Take it with a grain of salt, but yeah, that's bottom line. There's going to be a team led by Kitty Pryde and a team led by Rogue. So, or is it Rasputin? Ileana Rasputin. It's one by Ileana Rasputin and one by Rogue. I don't know. It's two of the women are going to be the leaders of the two teams. Two of the younger female characters that weren't really ever leaders in the past, haven't had any leadership qualities ever shown, ever been looked to as leaders, or even had really big roles in anything, except maybe Rogue. But Yeah, so that's what they're doing. Love it or hate it, take it or leave it. That's what's going on. And then of course the new X-Men, the new Ultimate series that's coming out. So Jonathan Hickman, my favorite dude in comics, created the Ultimate Universe, the new Ultimate Universe, the sort of Ultimate Universe reboot, right? The new Ultimate Universe, Ultimate Invasion, and then Ultimate Spider-Man. He's got Ultimate Black Panther and now Ultimate X-Men. He's not writing them all. He just wrote the Ultimate Universe. He writes Ultimate Spider-Man, which I'm on issue 2. It just came out. It's fucking dope. Ultimate X-Men is being written by none other than Peach Momoko. The Japanese phenom, like, you know, rock star, came out of nowhere, just blew up on the scene with her watercolor pencil drawn covers, comic covers that people just love. And she's written some stuff. She's had a couple of series, Demon Days, X-Men, and stuff like that. She's done. And it's been some weird stuff. And Jonathan Hickman likes that. And it's vibrantly new, it's weird, it's deeply interesting. The sort of anticipation for X-Men #1 is huge, especially with Peach Momoko running it. She's crafted some of the, you know, prettiest covers, you know, at Marvel Comics in the last few years. Wowed us with an alternate take on Marvel characters in Demon Days, and now plans to do it all again within Jonathan Hickman's newly relaunched Ultimate Universe. And then following in his footsteps after Ultimate Spider-Man and Bryan Hill's Ultimate Black Panther, she's now doing you know, the X-Men, Ultimate X-Men. And by the way, Ultimate Black Panther, I read #1. I don't quite get what's ultimate about it, if that makes sense. So like Spider-Man, Ultimate Spider-Man, it's about Peter Parker when he's older and he never got bit by the spider. He's like in his early 30s, early 40s, late 30s, something like that. He never got bit by the spider, and he gets told about the fact that he, in another universe, got bit by a spider as a kid, as a teen, and is Spider-Man. And here's his whole. So he's informed about all this, and then they give him a radioactive spider and say, "Here you go." And so he takes the spider out, lets himself get bitten, and now he becomes Spider-Man as an older dude. So it's a very different take. It's like something different. It's from a different universe. It's from the Ultimate Universe. It's different, right? It's ultimate. This Ultimate X-Men by Peach Momoko, it's a very Japanese samurai, like teen girls, like very anime, right? It's definitely its own thing. The Black Panther one, though, the Ultimate Black Panther one, so far, issue 1, like, I'm not getting what's. It's just like a Black Panther comic. Did he miss the memo? Did he forget? Did the guy that wrote it like not get the point and just think he was just writing a new Black Panther comic? Because it's not supposed to be really just that. So I don't know, Bryan Hill, what you were thinking, or what, or maybe I will continue to read, and I will. I'll give it 3 issues. That's my thing. I give a series 3 issues. If by issue 3 I'm not like, oh, okay, I'll read this, I don't read anymore. I will not read anymore after issue 3. So you got 2 more issues for me to stick with Black Panther, but right now issue 1 and 2 of Spider-Man are dope, and I've not yet gotten to issue 2 of X-Men. But when you read Ultimate X-Men #1, you'll note a few themes. One of which is the undercurrent of horror. So you know how Japanese horror is very, like, it's a distinct type of horror, right? Japanese horror, like they got their own kind of horror movies. It's very distinct type of horror. And so it's like Japanese horror. Usually Japanese horror is always like ghosts and like very supernatural oriented and stuff like that. And there's also a prominent teenage main character, which suits the legacy of this series because X-Men have originally and always traditionally been teenagers. The very first team, they were the weirdest teens you'll ever meet, was what they wrote on the cover. And what better way to represent the weird and other than than with a teenager, right? So set in the eastern territory of Hinokuni, ruled by Sunfire, Viper, and Silver Samurai, characters put in place by the Maker, who's the main bad guy for the whole Ultimate Universe, the overarching bad villain, who was the villain of the Ultimate Invasion series, is the Maker. He's the one that made Peter Parker not get bit by the spider, and all these superheroes are not superheroes now in his new universe shit that he did. And so the Maker put these characters in place to help rule the world, right? He went back in time, changed a bunch of shit so that he could run the world using superheroes and supervillains and eliminating the ones he couldn't control and controlling the ones he could, killing the ones he couldn't do either one. And so it's a dope story. So the story focuses on a young girl named Hisoko Ichiki, and it's a slow burn story. It introduces Hisako Ichiki and the realities of the world she lives in, which many young people will relate to. She's bullied at her middle school. The other kids play pranks on her. She soon heads to a temple and meets a strange, shadowy figure. It presses her and accuses her of killing her friend. And the loss of her friend haunts her and is soon like racing away and discovering she has abilities when a car is thwarted by a pink savior looking quite like Armor's abilities from the 616. You know who Armor is. She's got the big pink bubble of like armor that that's her mutant ability. And so she kind of saves her with her ability. And this blank faced shadowy figure is there looming, and it's a very Japanese horror, The Ring, that kind of thing. And this issue has a lot to love, especially if your expectations don't demand a full X-Men team and Wolverine and Cyclops and Storm, doing the X-Men stuff. It's definitely not here. This is a story about mutants. And I dig that because I like stories about mutants. I like mutant stories where it's not just the X-Men team. It's the larger mutant world, universe, because it's a very rich and deep and populated, heavily populated world with tons and tons of characters that they've shown and talked about and touched on. From the cute, because the whole Japanese style is a very cutesy. They love very cute like playfulness, and from the cute way that Armor waves at Hisako, you can see a playfulness to this universe. It's got that anime manga style. And there's also a great darkness centered on bullying and how it affects people directly and indirectly. And there's this real world message, where and instead of like this being a team book, you can see that there's like rules to figure out regarding mutants and this strange shadowy figure. And it's like a mystery that you got to solve. And we already know Sunfire and Viper and Silver Samurai are out there. So we know mutants exist. We know mutants are here. But it's a matter of figuring out how this main character, Hisako, fits into things. And the art is, dope. It's Peach Momoko, so it's definitely, got her total, very distinct style. And the shadowy figure is truly spooky and creepy, and it's something, otherworldly. It looks, something out of the Japanese horror, what do you call it? Pantheon of films that came out in the early 2000s, 2010s. But it's definitely, there's few elements that are pretty haunting, and like ramping up the bullying as like the disturbing entity, and like the translucent effect of Armor is very well done because Peach Momoko is just dope at like watercolors and shit like that, especially when it's drawn with physical materials. Her watercolors are like very make it have that sort of endearing quality and that charm, and capture the youthfulness of the characters. And it very much and there's a full lexicon describing different objects from Japanese culture, drawn in a cutesy, like I said, manga cute type anime style. And it's a nice way to learn little details that a lot of Americans don't know about Japanese culture. props should go to Zach Davidson, who adapts the script, makes it easy to read with, a nice pace and flow to the dialogue. And there's also there's like a wistful nature to the placement of like captions and then Travis Lanham's lettering, very clean, very simple. I do wonder, however, like what it all means. The story is so obtuse. I'm not really sure how mutants function in this world. It didn't really go into that yet. It's just issue 1, but the shadowy figure is so different from anything that we've seen that it's impossible to compare it to anything or know how it fits in with the archetypes of X-Men, of mutants, and seeing that, this universe can't really stray too far from what we know, but the pace is very slow because it's due to Momoko's framing and layout design, and her style and the art is a big part of it. And fans are definitely in for a unique experience with this comic. Ultimate X-Men #1, right at home with the Gen Z characters and introducing us to mutants in a brand new way. And it doesn't, and I mean Japanese Gen Z, not American Gen Z. So it doesn't feel like, X-Men per se, but it captures the weirdness of the superpowered enemies and the isolation of being a teenager all alone. And, there's no team yet, but it's a compelling story of a young girl discovering that she has powers at a young age, coming of age. And, you know, it's not, if you're, like I said, if you're a fan of the 80s, 90s X-Men, the typical X-Men stuff, X-Men the animated series, that kind of, none of that is here. None of that is here at all. So, yeah, just forget the word X-Men. It's just a cool story. Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah. They're using the title, but they're doing their own thing.
Yeah.
Sort of like Fox did with all the X-Men stuff and mutant stuff we got.
Right.
Yes. Back at it.
Yo, what's good?
Yeah.
Black Heroes Club, what up?
Yeah. What's going on, everyone?
You made it.
Shopify's point of sale helps you sell in.
Yeah.
So
I hear, there's a lot of stories going around where they're just using the names as the main draw and just changing everything up. That's their plan moving forward. Like, we got these iconic characters and titles, but yeah, we're gonna do something different.
Well, it's ultimate, right? It's the ultimate universe, so it's not meant to be like it's meant to be a one-off. It's meant to be like an Elseworlds kind of thing, a what if sort of thing, a different universe completely. It's not 616. But yeah.
Because Black Panther, you got to remember too, Reno, is with the Black Panther is like a sort of like a god, sort of like the one that Moon Knight. All the stuff that happened in Moon Knight, you have all of those Egyptian gods, and then you have the Black Panther. That's where he gets his powers, his strength, and all that from. I know it's from the heart, but that's where it's granted from. So you have to incorporate all of that into it because they're like the Black Panther is like another form of deity in the Marvel universe. So his representation, like how when we watch Moon Knight and the girl took on the powers of the hippo goddess, it's the same thing with the Black Panther. They just grant it in a different way.
Yeah.
So when you read Ultimate Black Panther, they bring that in, but it's so mystical and it's so just, I don't know, out there. Nobody's gonna really get it because you don't really know that. If you don't know that much about it, you're gonna be like, huh? Like, what is this? Like, and like you said, Reno, it's just gonna be confusing and it's not gonna go anywhere.
No. I'm saying what I'm saying about it is, it is that. It's all that. But that's what I'm saying. It's just normal Black Panther stuff. It's stuff we know.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
But that's
because you
what I'm
can't change
saying.
it much.
But
Yeah, you
no,
can't change it much
no, but
unless
they
you do
have
something.
they have to change it
No,
because
right,
it's the ultimate universe. Look
right,
how they changed the
'Cause,
Spider-Man, right? So
right.
here's an example. This is Peach Momoko's X-Men right here.
Oh wow. Oh,
Yeah.
I see what the game is, bro. I already see the game. They're really trying to compete with the anime, man. Because they see they're losing on
Well, you know who Peach Momoko is, right?
Peach Momoko. What do you say?
Yeah, Peach Momoko.
Peach Momoko,
She's super popular, super
super
duper, like
popular.
super
Yeah,
famous, like big rock star artist in Marvel. She's been
yeah, she
like
is.
super
I
hot
got
since
some of her
like
comic book covers.
2019.
Yeah,
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 she blew up,
I
I
know.
got some of her covers.
but
Okay.
she's Japanese and she barely even speaks. I mean, she's Japanese, completely Japanese, from Japan, lives in Japan. She's Japanese, and she did another title called X-Men Demon Days, where it was a very anime-esque. But yeah, she does, her style is very anime, very manga, but it's genuine because she's Japanese.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah,
But
that
that's cool.
you're
I
right.
mean,
That's very manga.
yeah. I
Mhm.
mean, it's
Yeah.
cool, but that Marvel and DC, they're gonna go the way of the manga. Because if you think about it, the top readership as far as the youth, they're reading
Yeah.
manga.
Yeah.
They're loving the characters of manga. And they grew up with it. So it's like we grew up with
Right.
our
The
stuff.
comics.
Yeah.
Well, this is
These
their
kids,
It's
stuff.
wise.
Yeah, this is their stuff.
Yeah. It's wise for Marvel to lean
yeah.
anime. Yeah.
And look, not for nothing. Do you guys own the anime X-Men and
Oh yeah.
Man and all that stuff?
Love that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy dope. So
Love that shit.
you know,
Yeah.
why
Yeah. I
not?
love that shit.
I mean, it's smart on their part, and I see what they're doing. It's smart on their part to go that route, you know. But as long as the stories are genuine and well thought out, they'll have it. They'll have what they want. They'll have the readership.
Yeah.
You know.
But yeah, I mean, it's what I was saying, Stu, about Black Panther was that, like this is clearly nothing like the X-Men that we know of. The Spider-Man, the Ultimate Spider-Man is, like I said, it's like a 40-year-old Spider-Man who never got bit by the spider, Peter Parker. He gets bit at like 40 and becomes this new character that is like he looks kind of like Spider-Man. He's got an all black suit, but there's no spider on it. It's just all black. It's made out of nanotech. It's like it's a very different take on a character that we know of. What I was saying about the Black Panther one, it's just a Black Panther comic. It's not what's the ultimate.
No, I agree.
About it? Why is it?
No, I agree.
How to be different?
No, I agree. I was just saying they could have presented it, like you said, they could have presented it different because I read the first Ultimate Black Panther, and it's just I don't know. It's like you could have made T'Challa be Black Panther in a different way, or get the powers in it, or Wakanda might not be an isolated city. Wakanda might be in space. I don't know. They might live underground. Like, you know what I mean? Like there's a lot you could have did with it. You didn't just keep Wakanda there, or like right now it's more like an espionage story because somebody's telling Wakanda's telling the world about Wakanda, and Wakanda's this big secret, and T'Challa can't figure it out. But once he does, he's going to be surprised at who it is and who is telling the secrets. But at the same time, give us a different story about how he became Black Panther. Maybe his father didn't die. Maybe his father just passing down the mantle. He got tired. Anything. But like Reno said, rework the story.
But don't give me like don't give me another origin that gives me the same Black Panther. Or he needs to be fundamentally different in some way.
Or they could have done it where Eric Killmonger is the Black Panther. Period.
It's the Black Panther. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Where he just where the brothers. Fun. Yeah. Where the brothers never fought. None. He was raised in Wakanda. He was raised in the traditional ways of the Wakanda, and he was, but it's different. Yeah, that would have been dope.
That would have been dope.
I mean, or you could say the gods that grant the Black Panther the heart-shaped herb, they come down once every so often and give you the heart-shaped herb, and you got to take that
Mhm.
and do what you got to do to be Black Panther. And they take the powers away from the last Black Panther and give it to a new. It's a lot. It's a lot you could do with it.
Yeah.
But like Reno said, if they're going to just give us the same story rehash with just a little bit change here and there politically or whatever, it's not going to be fun.
Moon
It ain't
Knight's
going to be
involved.
remotely fun to me.
Moon
Yeah,
Knight
Moon
is
Knight's
the
got to be
villain.
involved.
He's the villain
Yep.
in this shit.
Yes, he got to be
Um,
involved.
yeah,
Yeah.
Khonshu.
Moon Knight's got to be the villain. Khonshu and all, they got to
Fucking
be because they're gods.
Killmonger's in
Yeah.
it.
And they worship the Panther God. Yeah.
Yeah.
But they worship the Panther God. That's why they got to be in it. When I read it, I got that part.
Bast.
But
Bast is the
yeah,
name.
you
right?
got Ra.
Yeah,
You got
Bast.
Ra, Khonshu and Ra. Yeah, Khonshu and Ra in it. But
Yeah.
you gotta have. But the Black
That's
Panther
Moon
God
Knight.
is another deity. There's another deity that can grant powers to any whoever they possess
Khonshu for
in
Ra.
almost the same fashion. Yeah, in almost the same fashion. Yeah.
Yeah, it is decent. I mean, it's not bad. I mean, I'm definitely gonna keep reading it. But I'm waiting for to see what's the big different part about it. Maybe I missed it, but like I said, issue 2 will definitely probably expand on. But what's her name? So Peach Momoko said the third she did this it was the best-selling comic book of the week, her book, and the last printing of Ultimate Spider-Man #1 took 10th place. So but funnily enough, not everyone picked up the new comic by Peach Momoko. Hold on, she did like an interview. She did a quote when she based on the reception of the new book. Her manager said Peach's Ultimate X-Men issue is issue 1 released a few days ago. She has been working super hard, and the editors and Zach Davidson has been working hard with Peach's script and story and the tight deadline too. Peach is researching more about the X-Men to show respect, but also making sure she still has a unique idea. We also actually having to do less traveling to shows because of the tight monthly deadlines. Been seeing a lot of positive feedback, which are relieved and making us confident. We also see some hate, which we understand, but are cool about it too. Peach's art and story direction isn't for everyone. We understand. But it really questions me when we see people say, this isn't X-Men. I didn't think an X-Men book always needed the main popular characters. True, we don't have a big team yet. It's only issue #1. We are in the process of building. We thought the theme of X-Men was about young kids that are seen as outsiders trying to navigate life. I fucking love that. Yes, they are. Yes, it is. We think we are on the right direction with the story and will be true to Peach's voice. It might be slow. It might not be superhero style battles. They might not be wearing suits, but they are mutants. And eventually there will be a team. So I hope everyone that read it, like it or not, give us a chance and enjoy a different vision of the X-Men.
I dig that. I mean, and the part where she's studying the X-Men. And what I know about people from Japan, and they definitely go deep into history to know what they're dealing with, because they don't want to dishonor themselves and misconstrue anything.
Right. Why is she fucking where is it? Yeah. Why is she researching about the X-Men? To show respect.
Exactly.
To show respect. That's right.
And I think that's key. That's dope. When you at least you acknowledge, look, I need to show this title, this book, this legacy respect first and foremost.
Right.
Just not go willy-nilly and throw this here and there and not show the proper respect it's due. Like most of like Kevin Feige did with He-Man. He went and did his own. He knows about He-Man. He's watched He-Man. But not Kevin Feige, Kevin Smith. Yeah, Kevin Smith did with He-Man. Like that last one was good, but I think it was just a little too much. Like you got people they like something and they be like, I think this how I should have went. Like this is how what it is. But everybody don't like that. So
But then,
you can do your own thing, but at the same time, you got to remember, you got to pay respect to, like they said, the original stuff. So
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like that's
mm,
like with Skeletor and Hordak. All right, that's cool, and I see how they bridge that, but
mm.
it just, do we
but
need it? Not really.
but I think I kind of want to hit you back with, sometimes you have to take it to that next level to, you know, help your audience grow in thinking that this can go this way without it being too overt. You know what I mean? So let's say
But
I
is
had
that
to
to grow
rewatch.
or attract?
Well,
Is that to
I had
grow or attract?
I had to rewatch that first Kevin Smith He-Man to
Smith.
appreciate it. So this last one made me appreciate that, the first one, because when I went back at it, okay, yeah, it's from the perspective of Tila, and why not? Why wouldn't it be from her perspective? Because He-Man is the hero. We know who He-Man is, and we know his accolades.
Y'all do, but I feel like they should have just switched those. They should have done it in the other order, because
I
everybody
agree.
ain't a big
I
He-Man
agree.
fan. Everybody don't know about that. Everybody don't know.
And
Like a lot
everybody,
of He-Man fans were ready for some Tila shit because they hadn't done it yet. But
Yeah,
people that don't, I
right?
don't know. But I don't want to go
but
into
then,
the He-Man
but then,
thing. But
but then again, these outlets and stuff is not really targeted at the kids, because they had a kids He-Man
yeah,
they came out with
yeah.
a different, which was good in its own right too. It was good, and it was for the new generation. But this one was for us. So if people our age don't understand He-Man or never grew up with He-Man, okay, I can understand how you may be lost. But most of us who are into it, we know what it's all about. So it shouldn't
No,
be any, it shouldn't be any problem with just deciphering what he was trying to do with it from that point of view of Tila, which is, when I rewatched it, I was like, okay, I can understand now how everything is moving. You know,
then you should have. But so why
Well,
call it?
this
This is my point. Why call it He-Man? Why say, all right, this is He-Man, but He-Man ain't in it. It's all about Tila. When you should have just said Masters of the Universe, the Adventures of
well,
Tila.
I
People
mean,
would have been a
a
lot
title can
more.
a
I
title
mean,
can
the
be
title could.
anything.
well,
Yeah,
It could be, but
they
they
did.
could have called
normally
it. They could have called
if
it
you
Eternia.
if,
Yeah.
right, but if you open the X-Men comic and say X-Men, and then you open it and the X-Men ain't even in it, they in it for a brief second in it, you're gonna be like, well, damn, where's the X-Men? Like, I
Well,
ain't even,
this
like out of the new Godzilla movies, that first Godzilla movie got, and was it 2011? Godzilla was in the movie 12 minutes. He's in the movie 12 damn minutes, and the movie's called Godzilla. We saw Godzilla for 12 minutes. Everybody complained about that, and every other Godzilla movie after that starred Godzilla. Godzilla wasn't. Why you gonna call it Godzilla? And he ain't the star.
I think we getting off. I think we getting off subject.
yeah.
Now we get. Well, let's take it back to Peach.
But as far as the respect
I,
with what's her name?
Peach Momoko. Yeah.
Momoko.
Peach Momoko.
Yeah, it just like you said, Stu, it's not gonna look like the X-Men we know, but we can appreciate it from a standpoint where she's respecting it and understanding it and saying, hey, I want to give you a different vision and perspective. We know the original X-Men, we know the accolades, we know their stories, their icons. Let's freshen it up a little bit.
And this is Ultimate X-Men. Keep in mind, this is not meant to be 616. This is not like what they're doing with X-Men now. This is just Ultimate X-Men, right? So it's just like it's a one-off thing. It's a special thing. But this, I mean, this picture right here, this is a new character that she has. And she said, it says issue 2 of Ultimate X-Men will debut this new character, Mai Iragashi, aka May Storm. Right? She's a Japanese schoolgirl that idolizes Storm. So she's gonna be talking about Storm. I love Storm. I'm a Storm fan, because you know how they do over in Japan. Like they'll become a fan of something and they'll talk about it. So and look,
they'll live it. They'll live it. Yeah, they'll live it. Yeah, they'll live it.
And then you see the little corner picture right here. It's like you probably can't see, it's real tiny, but she has like a dog face. It's like a cute teddy bear, like a little dog face, and which is, that's her interpretation of a mutant, someone that mutated and has a dog face. Because we've seen, obviously, I mean, I got a poster with like
Are
1,000
you
mutants
sure
on it,
that's
and
a
they
dog?
look crazy.
You sure
I
that's
mean,
a dog face? Because then in
it could
the
be a
other
teddy
side,
bear.
you see the mouth. I
It could
think
be a
that's the
teddy bear.
mouth open. Because if you look at the other caption in the lower right, that's a regular face.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, that's from a perspective from afar. So the way it's drawn, it's
Nah.
open.
Yeah, like her mouth, it looks like a dog, like the triangle nose, the upside down triangle with the little mouth. It's fucking perfectly a little dog face. But if you look at it from a different perspective, it's also an open mouth.
Yeah.
And that upside down pyramid, that's
Yeah.
the negative space inside her mouth.
Yeah.
That's the tongue and the teeth.
Yeah.
So it's a really optical illusion, but you're right. The nose is missing. If the nose was on here, I wouldn't have made that mistake. But there's no nose.
Yeah. Yeah.
See that? That fucks me up.
Anime.
In
That's
Japanese,
anime drawing.
you know what? In Japanese anime, yeah, when somebody's excited or something,
But she's got her nose.
whatever
Yeah.
feature is showing you the response to whatever's going on. It's
That's
made
what
boldly,
they
and sometimes it
accentuate.
drowns out the other features. Yeah, it drowns out the other features. So like the eyes could be so big you don't see a nose or a mouth, or the mouth be so big you don't see the nose, and just a little bit of the eyes. It's just a form of expression for them.
Can we go back to the picture? Also in that picture, now you saying May Storm idolized Storm. Look at the earring.
Yeah. She got the lightning bolt earring.
Well,
she got white hair.
But that particular bolt, who else has that bolt on their costume?
Well, besides Storm?
Who is now a mutant? Miss Marvel, right? What's her name?
Yep.
Oh, Kamala Khan. Or does yeah. But I don't know. I think it's more supposed to be a lightning bolt, like a storm.
But at the same time, it's like, whoa, okay. Because remember, Kamala Khan idolizes Captain Marvel.
Right.
So it's the same type of wave.
Dynamic.
Yeah. Which is cool. I like that.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah. This is dope. This is a dope perspective too, because the way she draws it, she's like this, and she's shooting her tornado, and then all this dark material here. That's this person. That's like a silhouette. That's her hand right here. That's her head and her face. So yes, you're looking at like an over the shoulder shot. It's a very dynamic for a comic panel, man. And then throwing this little panel down here with her panels are really, really dynamic. I've seen, her other like Demon Days stuff. It's not your typical grid layout comic panel. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's never that. It's never the grid, the rectangles and squares. It's always some weird placed, cool shit. But yeah, that's so issue 1. Issue 1, Hisako Ichigi is the teenage girl who just wants to live a normal life, go to school, hang out with friends, ignore the political strife boiling over after the events of the Ultimate Invasion comics. But life has other plans for her. In Japan, urban legends have sprung to life and brought some unusual powers with them. Meet Armor, Maystorm, and a group of Ultimate X-Men, the likes of which you've never seen before. Then issue 2, Ultimate X-Men go back to school, high school, that is. It's a new school year for Hisako as she tries to get a grasp on her new powers, where she meets a cool white-haired punk girl named May, aka Maystorm, who understands all too well the challenge Hisako faces, and they team up to embark on a creepy adventure to learn who is behind the creepy shadow that has been haunting and taunting them. Then issue 3, it says, the mysterious Maystorm revealed. Maystorm's origin. May Igarashi was a regular girl until she discovered her unusual abilities, and her hair changed from brown to white, and then she became and how she came to idolize a mysterious freedom fighter in Africa who also harnessed the power of the storm. We know who that is. Yeah. So this is some of the
into that.
yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna give it a shot because, like I said, I'm a big fan of Jonathan Hickman, and so I already jumped into this Ultimate Universe, and it's super dope so far. Everything so far from it has been really good. So this, I'm sure, isn't gonna be the only thing that sucks. So
Yeah.
yeah. Um,
Rad is
now,
bugging. I
what do you
love
say?
Kamala Khan. I love that's my favorite character in the
He
MC
hates
at
Kamala
this
Khan.
point because she's honest with herself. Everybody else is like, you know what I mean? Been there, done it. It's always something new with Kamala Khan. You know,
Mhm.
she's
I
new.
feel
She's
you.
like she comes with all types of wildness. So I
Yeah,
like sporadic stuff.
I feel you. That makes sense.
And that's the best show on that they had on Disney Plus anyway.
Right,
If you look at the aesthetic of it, the timing, it's
right.
the best show they had as far as
Yeah. I mean, it was good. It was a good show. I was surprised at how good it was. I really was. I do have to. I was really surprised at how good the Kamala show was. But
Oh, the Kamala show, yeah.
I
But nobody
did.
likes Kamala
I
Khan.
mean,
Nobody's,
as
that's the
as
thing
far as
right
the
now. Yeah,
quality,
nobody
like
likes her.
the quality of the show was good. The quality of the show was good, but the story sucked and what they did to the character sucked. She was supposed to be a fucking inhuman. She has embiggen, right? That's her power. Like they could have stuck to that, but then they make her this. She's a mutant now, and then she's got these armbands that have nothing to do with her power. It's just,
It's like it's
and
some
then
aliens from.
she doesn't have the embiggen power. She's got some weird where it's kind of like a hologram of her hand or something gets big. I don't know. It just fucking but the quality was decent. I mean, the show was good. They did it well. And it was written well. And the character, like you said, the personality and stuff is
they needed a way to bridge to try to bring mutants in and Faggy.
that's what the multiverse is.
Yeah. So it's like
Right.
he just said, well, I need to do it. I need to bridge the gap and we're gonna make her extend because not for nothing, she is a favorite amongst younger audiences now.
Yeah, I guess the kids like her. I can't stand.
So from that
Not for me,
perspective, you can
but
see how they want her into different things moving forward.
yeah.
Because that's going to be a character that we'll see. She may be the female version of Hugh Jackman at this point for the Marvel universe.
Jesus Christ, I hope
Yeah.
not.
Yeah, I mean, watch, you'll see. Because she's that bridge to that age range where they need to pick up. Because we're the old guys. You know what I'm saying? We're on our way out. They need some more blood to go on the way in. So, and she killed
she
three
can be that.
stones.
She can be that. No, she can be that. She can be the character for the youth and all of that because they need that for sure. And that's cool. Like be that. Like I'm not mad at them for having that.
Yeah.
She's not for me. I don't like the character. It's not a character that I'm gonna be a fan of or read or watch. But I dig that she exists.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. I dig that she exists.
Yeah.
So now to the main topic. The main topic of the show: Blood Hunt, the big event.
Ooh, the blood hunt.
Blood clot, blood hunt. Stop your blood clot crying. All right, so we got the official trailer. I'm gonna play one of there's two trailers. I'm gonna bust this one real quick, and then I'm gonna talk about it.
Oh shit. Motion comics are dope.
So what we're watching is like a not a motion comic, but just a trailer, a clip, a sort of a compilation of clips or rather panels or shots from the comic and some of the promotional art for the Blood Hunt trailer. There's no vocal, there's no talking or anything like that. It's just some weird ambient sounds and sound effects and stuff like that. And we are on the marvel.com website, so you can go directly there and check it out. So we're seeing like a big invasion of vampires, and that's what it is. It's a big vampire invasion, and spanning the whole history of Marvel vampire lore. Mute it for sake of YouTube as the undead. Look at that. Man, the artwork looks super dope. No hero is safe. Oh wow. Scotty Young action. Wow. There's gonna be all kinds of different what do you call it? Titles. So all the different titles. You see all the characters there, everybody. It says this May, Bloodhunt takes hold of the Marvel Universe with its own main limited series by Jed MacKay, Pepe Larraz, Marte Gracia, as well as the bloodbath of spin-off limited series, one-shots, and tie-in issues of ongoing series. As Eternal Night descends, an overwhelming army of blood-sucking terrors will emerge from the shadows, united by a single vision for the first time in millennia. Can even the heroes of this doomed world stem the tide of blood that is to come? Join the Avengers, Blade, Bloodline, Spider-Man, Hunter's Moon, Tigra, Doctor Strange, Clea, and more as the dance of death begins. It says, get a new glimpse at the horror that breaks out during Earth's final night in an all-new Bloodhunt trailer featuring, we just watched that. When Vampire Reign begins, fans can look at the part by visiting participating comic shops. You can find it at your local comic shop. These will be available in stores May 1st while supplies last. And that's not all. Each pair of teeth will come packaged with an exclusive Bloodhunt trading card. So, yeah, collectible.
This collectible teeth, vampire teeth.
Right. I thought they were. I really thought they were. Pre-order Bloodhunt #1 at your local LCS. Stay tuned in the weeks ahead for more news. Grab these comics and more. Blah blah blah.
Yeah,
blah.
it is. Oh,
Yep.
those are the teeth. They got the red teeth. Yo.
Look, there's the red teeth.
Yo, they did their old school teeth. Instead of glowing in the dark, they made them red.
They made them red.
Yeah, smart.
That's dope. Yeah, that's cool.
Smart.
That's cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a big event. Yeah, it's gonna span all the different titles and shit. But yeah, over the last few weeks, a lot of fans have discovered the full scope of Bloodhunt, and centered around a main event series by the writer Jed MacKay, and Pepe Larraz. Look up his art. Super dope artist. Super duper dope artist. Doing Bloodhunt. Like I said, it said like a cursed eternal night wash over Earth, allowing the vampires who have lurked in the shadows since the earliest days of the Marvel Universe emerge to, satisfy their bloodlust finally. And a lot of recent tie-in announcements have revealed which heroes will play roles, in the latest epic, and but the key villains of Bloodhunt have been shrouded in darkness. Until now, we did get some. So, Blood Coven are the mysterious and deadly vampire faction consisting of Megrim, Cruel, Unusual. These are different names of different characters. Megrim, Cruel, Unusual, and the Damascene, Smoke Eater, and then their leader, Bloodstorm 1. A real clone of Dracula created by Hydra. Okay.
Ooh, okay.
Yes. The group's motives, powers, and abilities will strike unfathomable fear into the hearts of your favorite heroes. And their bloodlust is only matched by their extreme brutality and undying commitment to their dark master. And when I say extreme brutality, they're going to do this comic with this new thing that Marvel's doing called the red label.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's gonna be like the super gory, super violent, and like parental advisory type thing. So there'll be a version with the red bar on it, the red stripe on the package, and then a version without it. And yeah, so yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool. The writer, the head writer, Jed MacKay, said, "I know going in that vampires weren't bad enough. If the Children of the Night were going up against the Avengers, let alone the other heroes of the world, bigger guns were required. Hence the Blood Coven super vampires, fed on the blood of superhumans that allowed different vampiric philosophies, subsisting not only on blood, but pain or magic or thoughts or even ghosts. I threw together a list of names and some thoughts about powers, but it was Pepe who really brought these characters to unlife, creating an extremely gnarly set of predators." End quote. And
That's interesting.
yeah,
Like now, they had the Marvel zombies,
right.
right? Now with the vampires,
Yeah, DC vampires too.
yeah, DC
Yeah.
vampires.
But DC Vampires was like, I don't know, man. It started off good,
Wait, let him
but
finish.
then it kind of oh, God.
Oh no! I'm just saying, like, okay, but these vampires, I think we're gonna see a werewolf by night because they're the mortal enemies of vampires, werewolves. So that'll be interesting. Maybe those dark creatures in the Marvel universe could come out and be the ones that rescue. Hopefully, I'm gonna dig into that. It's interesting. I like vampire stuff anyway. So
What do you think, Stu?
Hopefully it's better than
ooh,
the DC Vampires, because Marvel does have a supernatural, a whole supernatural universe inside the Marvel universe.
Right.
And it's gonna be good to see if they even intertwine that with this story. But I think it's gonna be more about the heroes versus the vampires, like DC versus vampires. Which started out good, and I read all 12 issues, but it was just different, man. And there was a lot of plot holes in the story that
DC
just didn't
vampires
make sense.
They were just doing it just to do vampires.
Right.
Mm.
Yeah. And you can tell.
People are infecting you. Yeah. This is going to be a
little
bit more thought out.
Nah, this looks like it's a little more thought out. Like, right.
These characters, like main characters, villains,
as usual, and Demonies, that they look dope. Yeah, but the DC one was just like, I don't know, man.
We didn't have
like Wonder Woman. Yeah, you didn't have these guys. Like if they would have did something like this with the DC, that'd have been dope. But they were like, they were like, all right, like everybody got taken, like bitten by a vampire at one point or another. But they didn't know it was a vampire, which was somebody that they knew. Yeah. And they had tried to figure out who the Vampire King was. And when you figured out who it was just so disappointing who the Vampire King was. They were like, oh, come on, stop.
Yeah, this ain't gonna be a mystery who the like this. We gonna know who the bad guys are. They're there. It's like a real event. It's not like a mystery. We're not just playing the vampire game and shit like that. We're gonna see.
I didn't like that.
Cool.
It left a bad. So it just left a bad taste.
The guy that
I'm looking forward to this one.
I mean, the art here is dope. I mean, that's a cool looking art style right there, and that's the guy's name is Pepe Larraz. He's the main artist, and like I see, yeah, he's definitely done some cool shit that I really like. But yeah, exactly right, Rad. Not for a sale trap. It's gotta be really written and really done. And this looks like it might be that. I mean, we don't know, but it might be that. And these characters, like Pepe Larraz, the guy that drew him, he actually said he's actually got like stuff that he said specifically about these drawings. He said for Cruel, he said this one was pretty straightforward. A character wrapped in razor wire by his own will is terrifying enough. So that is what I did. Added the cloud of wires at his feet and neck, always moving like some kind of metal gorgon. So you see the guy, you see the barbed wire dude there.
Yeah.
That's the dude. He's like swirling with razor wire and shit. That's crazy. Smoke Eater is where is he at? I don't see Smoke Eater. Wait. Oh,
I don't
Smoke
see
Eater's the
Smoke
one at the
Eater.
very bottom. Smoke Eater's the one at the bottom with the
That's
big cape on.
No, that's the female, I believe.
Um,
Looks
It looked
like a
like a
female.
female.
Yeah.
nah, the one Damascene is the one with the looks like red crystals.
Yeah.
Then the one
Okay.
with the big cape, you can't see the name because it's cut off, but I can see it on
That's
my
Smoke Eater.
screen. It's Smoke Eater, yeah.
Okay.
And that one says the idea is that he inhales ghosts to acquire their strength in combat. So I made a physical representation of that. He becomes the unification of multiple beings. Therefore, the multiple limbs, which make his silhouette pretty recognizable in battle scenes, and it makes him one of the heavy hitters of the team. The idea is that he shows all the eyes of the ghosts on his forehead. The thing I have a thing with eyes on my designs. I either put none or too many. Um,
Mm.
so wait a minute. That doesn't sound like what he's describing, but that's Smoke Eater for sure. Oh well.
That's probably a Smoke Eater in his regular form until we see later
Yeah,
on.
until we see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it
Maybe.
would because if you gave it away now, it would defeat the purpose of.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah. So just show us regular Smoke Eater.
Yeah,
Let's
that's
see
just
what's
Smoke Eater just chilling with the cloak on, just chilling in chill mode. Damascene, he said, my initial idea was to make them bi-dimensional, like a paper sheet that will cut you when you try to grab it. But it was very difficult to convey that idea in comics without movement. So I did his body absolutely geometrical to remark on the sharpness of the body. Again, I decided to put no face. Expressionless beings are more scary, in my opinion. That's the one that looks like the red crystal.
Yeah.
And then Megrim or Megrim or whatever. The one that looks like an ethereal being back there with the weird, the cool. Probably the most vampire looking of the litter. I disagree. I think Smoke Eater is, but probably the most vampire looking of the litter. I hid her face on red cloth, but my idea is that the cloth was always drenched in blood. The skirt folds make shapes like faces of pain in the skirt's
I
folds.
see it. The skulls and stuff. Yeah,
Yep.
that's crazy.
It said everything is super intense with her. She must be unbearable. Yeah, that's a cool.
Yeah, I see my man. He loves Hellraiser too.
Word, I did the Cenobite similarities is crazy.
Yeah.
Unusual. The one there with the one looks like one big eye swirling around. It says the initial idea by Jed was to make him a collage of old engravings, always changing, like some kind of sinister Max Ernst picture in movement. But that would present a copyright issue, so I came up with a weird idea. I started with a bunch of parallel lines, and I used a liquefy tool from Clip Studio to make the shapes with those lines. And finally adapted these shapes to a human silhouette, and it's probably the weirdest and fastest design I've ever done. Yeah, that's a cheat right there. That's a cheat move. So he just put a bunch of lines and then hit the liquefy tool on Clip Studio, and it made the shit for him. And he just put a silhouette of a humanoid figure, and there you go.
Hey,
that's
it
it.
Works.
Yeah, we got to save time anywhere we can.
Yeah.
Bloodstorm 1. You gonna say something?
No, I said he better.
Oh yeah.
Now, Bloodstorm 1. What's up with Bloodstorm 1? That's what I've been waiting on.
So I've been saving it for the last. He said, I gave him a lot of thought because I didn't want to do a vampire superhero, a true monster, who is scary enough that he's even scared of himself. He hides his true nature under a perfect human shell, like some kind of Michelangelo's David, which is he's rotted inside, twisted, homicidal, the worst monster of all, the one who wants to look as the perfect human. The armor is an homage to Vlad Tepes' armor from Francis Ford Coppola's Dracula film, which seemed to me like a proper reference. So yeah, what he's talking about, you see the like the lines, the muscles, looks like a muscle pattern. Yeah. So in the movie Dracula, it was basically the same thing, the armor, but it was red.
Yeah.
That's what he's talking about. Yeah. They do look pretty cool. They are very unique, interesting. But yeah, you can get your first glimpse of the Blood Coven, and now learn more about their secrets and origins and their cruel master when Blood Hunt kicks off in May. And yeah, I think they look pretty badass. So I'm definitely excited to see that.
Gotta add to the pick list.
Yeah, no, that pull list is crazy right now. It's too much hot shit. There's too much cool shit going on right now. It sucks.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was New York Comic Con convention. They sort of did the tease about Blood Hunt, and yeah, that's where we first heard about was New York Comic Con. But it's was the first announced as a 5-issue limited series written by the current Avengers writer at the time, Jed MacKay, in May. And so it's like the series is like a culmination of a naturally building story about the vampire apocalypse involving the Avengers, Blade, Bloodline, Spider-Man, Hunter's Moon, Tigra, Doctor Strange, and Clea. They so the titles and shit, all the stories, or what do you call it? All the I'm gonna show you how big this event is.
I want to incorporate Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider be perfect. He should be Bloodlines, right?
Should be. All right, here we go. So here's what they got. They got Free Comic Book Day 2024, Blood Hunt, X-Men, release date in May 2024.
Yep.
May 4th. Blood Hunt issues 1 through 5. Debut May 1st, 2024. Tie-ins, limited series. You got Blood Hunters 1 through 4. So Blood Hunt 1 through 5 is just, that's what I'm telling you. This series is huge. You got Blood Hunt 1 through 5. Then you got Blood Hunters 1 through 4. Then you got Dracula Blood Hunt 1 through 3. Strange Academy Blood Hunt 1 through 3. The Amazing Spider-Man Blood Hunt 1 through 3. Union Jack the Ripper Blood Hunt 1 through 3. Black Panther Blood Hunt 1 through 3. Midnight Suns Blood Hunt 1 through 3. And Wolverine Blood Hunt 1 through 4. On June 5th, day after my birthday. Yes. Guy. Then we got the one-shots. Hulk Blood Hunt.
Damn.
Werewolf by Night Blood Hunt.
See, there we go. Word.
X-Men Blood Hunt Jubilee. X-Men Blood Hunt Magic. X-Men Blood Hunt Psylocke. And X-Men Blood Hunt Laura Kinney the Wolverine.
Okay.
So those are all the women badasses of Marvel or of X-Men. Then we got the series tie-ins. Vengeance of the Moon Knight Volume 2 will have illusions, shit related to this. It'll be tied in issues 5 through 7. Amazing Spider-Man number 49 is going to be the tie-in. Avengers Volume 9, that's issues 14 through 16 are going to tie in. Then Doctor Strange issues 15 through 17 are going to tie in. Venom issues 33 through 34 tie in. That's going to be dope. Fantastic Four 21 to 22 and Miles Morales Spider-Man 21 to 22.
I want to see what Venom that's going to be something different, man, because the symbiote versus the vampire, how would that be out?
Word.
That'd
be and
Miles Morales.
And Al Ewing is writing it. Yeah, Miles Morales.
Yeah, that too.
That'll be dope.
Yeah, they're gonna have a crazy Miles Morales. Out of all the Spider-Man, I collect that comic probably the most consistently.
Oh, wow.
Spider-Man, it's a lot to keep up with Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I like Miles' story.
Right.
Miles is definitely.
Well, I'm looking at the list of people involved in Blood Hunt, right? The writers for all of these comics. They're not any of my favorites except for Al Ewing, who's one of my top 3, and he's doing Venom
Mhm.
33 through 34 because he's already doing Venom. But
Zeb Wells is doing Amazing Spider-Man. Okay.
Zeb Wells doing Amazing Spider-Man.
Mm.
I mean, there's some good names here. They're just none of my top names.
Mm.
So I'm a little disappointed that like Chip Zdarsky's not doing any of them, you know, or
Yeah.
Hickman, of course, but Hickman's working on Ultimate, so I'm fine with that. As long as he's doing something, I'm happy.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's a huge event. I mean, you see how many different titles.
That's the event of the summer. The summer event,
Oh yeah,
basically.
yeah. It's all the way May through July.
Yeah.
This is what Marvel's doing from May to July. This is what Marvel's on. Blood Hunt.
All right. Yeah, but shoot, that's a lot of titles too, man. Shit.
So I'm saying, don't try to keep up with it. If you're a completionist, I feel bad for you.
Yeah, right.
Really,
If you
because
acquire them digitally cheaper, get them digitally. Read them through
but they're not. But they don't even be cheaper. Really, digital ones be the same price.
That's
Oh,
wow.
it
That's
should
fuck-
be half. I think they should be half. But fuck,
I think they should be 99 cents if they're digital. Period.
straight up. But they're the same price. B $4.99, $3.99.
They wild.
Like, what?
They straight wild. Marvel is crazy.
All the comics do it, man. All the comics do it, man. I can't understand it, man. I just don't get it. I don't understand the logic. I get the logic, obviously, as a writer, as an artist, as a creator. You don't want to like lose a bunch of your revenue to this digital thing, right? You want to get the same money you're getting for your regular titles as your digital titles. For the creators of the comics, I get it. They need to have it that way, and I'm fine with it.
Mhm.
But damn, it should be fucking. There should be a way, man.
Mm-mm.
There should be a way.
Busting holes in pockets. Pow!
Where's the bootleg?
They
This
did,
happened.
yeah, they did it. They
Where's
did the
the
same
bootleg
with DC versus Vampire, man. They did like it was so many tie-ins and then so many. It ran a whole year.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, like, and then they did like a DC versus Vampire, like Armageddon, like same thing, and they just ran it. They ran it as long as they could. They dragged it out.
Well,
And they do that, like Reno said, to make money. They trying to milk it.
Yeah.
the most thing I'm excited about this Blood Hunt thing, though, hands down, what I'm excited about is I think it's the first series or it's the first comic that's going to be in the new Red Band editions.
Mm.
First of all,
It's gonna be some amazing art. I know that.
yeah, but first of all, let me explain what Red Band editions are. It's a new thing. So Marvel promises ultra violent Red Band series and basically obviously the next big event is Blood Hunt, so that's what they're doing. They're using Blood Hunt to roll out their Red Band editions. So it's like these unique Red Band comics are going to contain like additional pages with more graphic art and stuff that's too explicit for the regular edition. So there'll be the regular edition of the comic, and then there'll be the Red Band editions of the comic.
So the red bands would be $5.99 and the other ones would be $4.99 or something like that. The price point's definitely gonna be different.
Oh yeah, you already know it's going to be at least $1 more. I'm sure.
Mhm.
I'm not sure, but probably.
Mm.
Maybe it won't. Maybe we'll get lucky. Price.
I don't know,
But I don't know. But this is what the cover will kind of look like.
Mm.
Um,
Check it out.
so they'll have that on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh,
So like regular cover, and then that's on the cover.
that's dope. I mean,
It'll be,
I could dig
and
it.
I'm sure, yeah, and I'm sure it'll come in a bag. So they'll be bagged with this red band on it. It'll either be bagged or there'll be like some little, thick paper card that's wrapped around it. But I don't think so. That doesn't work with a flimsy comic.
Oh no, they actually. Oh, do I have it? Hold on, I'll be right back. I think I have it out. Shit.
What?
FMF, that comic from.
Back there digging hard too. He looking for it.
The dude Pepe Larraz, the artist that's doing these, he said the most appealing part about drawing Blood Hunt, apart from the chance to work with Jed for the first time, who I kept hearing all the best things from my colleagues and fans, was the chance to go full terror mode in a vampire story. The red band pages are really interesting to me. They allow me to convey a dark, violent, bloody tone of this particular story and flex new muscles that I don't usually get to use in a superhero comic. And I'm not going to lie, they're so fun. End quote. So we're talking like Philadelphia type indie. Hold on.
Yeah. Shit, I thought I had it out in my bin because I was going through my comics. There's a comic I'll show you. They can do that strip on it. I'll show you because I have this comic is bugged out too. Because when I picked it up, I was like, how the hell are they doing this?
There's a couple of vampire books. So Philadelphia is a phenomenal book, y'all. If y'all have not read Philadelphia, it is about black vampires, but it's about like these from like colonial days.
Full Metal Fiction. This comic, Full Metal Fiction. So now under this is where that red band thing would be. Under it is a shirt of girl, with drenched. She has a wet T-shirt contest type deal.
Okay, right.
Breasts and stuff like that, but this over it, so it's like another, like a leaflet.
It's like a sleeve, right?
Yeah.
That's what I thought. It's either going to be a sleeve or it's going to be a plastic bag.
Yeah.
Which I hope it's a sleeve because the bag thing is lame. All right, but yeah, let me.
Cool. Yeah, I was going through my comic books yesterday. I came across
this.
What? Dracula one.
I can't find my Philadelphia comics. Those are the best vampire books, in my opinion, that I've read. Vampire the Masquerade is also a super dope one because Vampire the Masquerade is based on a role-playing game from back in like the 90s or 80s, where there's different clans of vampires, and the different clans have different powers and abilities. Like one is the Gangrel clan, and they can turn into like wolves and bats and shit. One is the I don't know, I forget their names. One of them is like more physically strong. One of them is more like telepathically adept, right? Well, like the different clans have their own different abilities.
Oh, that's dope. Like Nosferatu, the Nosferatu.
Nosferatu, yeah.
Or Nosferatu, yeah. They're the strongest vampires because they're the original ones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's crazy.
He said they ain't all black. Yeah, no. He said the queen is a white woman. The main character is a black detective taking his father's spot because his father turns into a vampire. It's crazy. Philadelphia is definitely worth a read. But these red band could be a new thing for Marvel, man. Because Marvel's real, kid friendly. It's very PG lately. Marvel.
They're learning where their audience money is. I mean, they can do the kid stuff. They can always do the kid stuff, but
right.
The kid stuff, you got to get it. You got to either do a trading card game that's anime based for kids, or you have to do the online role play game or video game, first person or whatever. You have
Right.
to get into that zone. With us being traditional comic readers, this is you're stuck with us until we're gone. You know what I mean? Technically.
Basically.
Yeah. So the red band is a no-brainer. They should have been, well, they kind of did it with the Max and the midnight the night version.
Oh
They
yeah. Max was dope.
Yeah, they try to do various stuff like that, but I think this is more of an extreme level where it's real blood gore. Hopefully the language is kind of up there too. So
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be dope. And then they
Yeah.
could probably translate that if they were smart enough, translate it into movies. Like, come on, let's get out of that thing that where
Well,
we got Spider-Man or
I mean, no, yeah, Blade was rated R. You know, Deadpool was rated R. Like they've done it. Like they're really learning that, you know, the audience is there's definitely an audience for rated R comics, rated R comic movies, rated R comic stuff. But this is Peach Momoko's cover for Blood Hunt #1. It's a
Oh
variant edition.
wow,
Yeah, you can get the Vision as a vampire. That is cool.
yo, that's crazy. Her style is wild. Okay,
Oh yeah, her style is crazy, bro. Yeah, just type Peach Momoko.
Peach
M
Momoko.
where there, see it right there?
Yeah.
Peach Momoko.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean she's got some shit. Like I love her Ghost Rider, her Wolverine are cool. Like she's got a lot of dope shit, man. But it's like a very distinct style. It's very like watercolors, and I've seen her actually work. Like she'll go live on IG. Well, she did back when I think before she really got big, she'd go live on IG and like do her shit, and you could watch her, man. It's,
Like Japanese, you know, that old Japanese watercolor style.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
dope. I'm with that.
Yeah. But yeah, it says currently serving as one of Earth's mightiest heroes again, Jed MacKay's hit run of Avengers, the powerful android will be doomed will be one of the many doomed heroes on the front lines of this vampiric war, trying to desperately to stem the tide of the blood to come. But yeah, that's Vision. Bloody Vision.
Mm-hmm. Yo, yeah, she's pretty dope. Yeah, stuff's pretty dope. I dig it.
Well, let me show everybody real quick.
Mm-hmm. Oh, she did a silk cover. That was nice. Man.
Yeah, she just did. That was the X-Men Inferno. There's Kamala Khan. There's Scarlet Witch. Jubilee. There's King in Black.
No. Yeah.
Yeah, no. That's her Demon Days comic. Which I got 2 big ass posters. I got it on my wall in my room. I got this. And I got some like a katana and like a Japanese like art like with the calligraphy things like hanging, and then I got this, and then I got this one on the other side.
Nice.
That's her series, Demon Days. There's Demon Days Blood Feud, Demon Days Rising Storm, Demon Days X-Men, Demon Days Mariko, Demon Days Mariko, Demon Days Mariko. But yeah, it was a very anime manga type joint.
It looks dope.
Hell yeah, like a different
Yeah.
perspective and view. It's always fresh to have some. Man, and that's crazy. Like there,
Yeah.
right there.
I love this one.
Yeah,
That's hard.
yeah.
Ooh, yeah, her Eternals was cool. Thanos.
Yeah, that is there.
Psylocke.
A dope style. She got a very dope style.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this ain't nothing, bro. When I was really heavily selling comics on Instagram, bro, I couldn't hold her comics for nothing, bro. They would be instantly gone. My boy Master would buy them all up, but anything he didn't buy was gone anyway, instantly. But yeah, people was like Momoko heads, bro. She was super big in 2019, 2020 rather, 2021, really.
Tied up. Peace. Yeah.
Yo, salute from Japan. We were just talking about Peach Momoko. Yeah, my man DJ Sunny Side Up is in Japan right now, kicking it. He did the beat for our intro that we're working on. Yo, I need to talk to you too, Sunny Side, my boy. I'm gonna have him just lay the vocals, just like listen to the beat in his headphones and just record the vocals. I'm gonna send you the vocals so you can add them to a track of the beat, because he has no way to do it. He's like got the beat playing from some speakers, and the mic is recording the beat from some speakers and him rapping over it. Everything is coming through the microphone. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, you can't do that. You gotta lay the vocal is one track, the beat is another track. You know, you need a track, multi-track recorder. But yeah, I'm gonna send you the vocals, man, and see if you're willing to do that, which would be amazing.
Do your guy got a Mac? Because he could use the garage.
No, that's the thing. He don't have none of that.
Oh, okay.
He just got a phone. Like, he don't have.
He gonna have to do it. You gotta do it just like Reno said.
Wow.
Play the joint in the instant headphones. They just gonna have to rap to it and then give up the vocals.
I got him in his
in a quiet place. Yeah,
I got him in his closet. He was like, "All right, yeah." He's like, hold on, let me take all the clothes out of my closet." And I said, "No." I said, "Leave all that shit in there." He got a walk-in closet. I said, "Leave all your clothes hanging up, because that's your soundproof right there." I said, either that, or if you're taking all that out, put your soundproof panel. You know, order some soundproof panels, spend $20 on Amazon, and get a stack of them and paper your closet.
Some old school milk crate. I mean, egg cartons.
that is old school. That's old school, like a mofo.
Yeah,
Reno got some too.
Those are what you call it. Those are fucking panels.
Or get you some Dynamac. really want to get serious, get you some Dynamac.
Yes,
good.
Get rid of that reverb.
Yeah,
You said Dynamac.
Yeah, some Dynamac. I had a car one time. I Dynamac the whole trunk. It's the bomb.
What's Dynamac?
Bomb. Dynamac is like a soundproofing material that they made specifically to push sound in one direction or keep it in. It's just like the egg crate design, but it's professionally done. It's scientifically done. I had a car with a system in it. Well, I ain't never had a car without a system, but still Dynamac the whole trunk to keep the rattle down, because the trunk will rattle. Once I did that, nothing. It was just straight. It was just straight smooth.
Sound like aluminum cans in a bag.
Stu is one thing I noticed about you, Stu. You futuristic with your shit, man.
Got to stay ahead of the curve, baby. Got to stay ahead of the curve, man.
Yeah. Stu be on his tech shit.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you got to stay ahead of the curve, man.
I was like, man, I need a new TV, man. I need some fly fucking 4K super duper shit. I'm like, Stu, what TV do I need? He's like, yo, he done hit me up with like several fucking whole articles about all the different TVs and different price ranges and just all the fucking shit, dog. If you want to know what's up with the latest technology, yeah, I fuck with Stu on that.
Oh yeah.
I gave you three good choices. Three good choices, man.
Premium,
If you do anything
three beautiful choices.
other than them three choices, yeah, you wasted your
Nah, I
money.
ain't even
You
gonna
might as
worry
well.
about nothing else. That's the whole point. I'm not even gonna look nowhere else. I got them three. That's it. That's all I need. That's all I needed. I don't want to go fucking looking around and bullshit. That's why you just ask Stu. That's it.
Nah, I told you. You know why I do that because
These are
at
dope.
one
These are
point,
dope.
like when technology was changing, I caught myself buying a lot of old technology. They just pissed me off, man. After that, I just became real techy after that. That is dope. That cover. Damn. I like that right there. That Doctor Strange. That's a hard cover. I like that.
Yeah. That's awesome. I love that one.
Yeah, that's the craziest one.
That's the one I like. Yeah, that Moon Knight is crazy. Yeah, that shit. This shit is gonna be cool this summer. We gonna rock this summer. Oh wait, this is dope too.
I'm gonna be busy, crazy this summer, man. Going out, doing flea markets, toy shows, and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Having some fun, man. Bringing my sons with me so they can get in on the hustle and doing things.
Yeah, let me know, man. Let me know, man. We come up and support you or come down wherever you're gonna be at New Jersey, man.
All right, no doubt. Indeed.
Come through.
Shit, we trying to come up to the neck of the woods up in Pennsylvania, everywhere, man. Like in this area, the areas and stuff like that. And if
we gonna review it. Hey, you don't know, me and Stu used to have a show where we showcased local, rappers and interviewed them and showed their local their videos and played their music and shit. We would bring like three artists on our shit, show the first one, talk about them, interview them, show their videos, play their music. You know what I'm saying? Show the next artist will come on, we'll talk to them, show their shit and just do, go through all three and sort of wrap it around like that. But we can do that, man. We can definitely review the Dragon Ball C cut.
Yeah. That's we got some residential artists too from New Jersey that come on every now and then when they drop something. Big Pink, he was one that was on the show with.
Yeah, Big Pink.
Pink
Fontaine.
Yeah, Pink Fontaine, yeah. He comes on with his crew and they, whenever they drop a video or they drop something, we always debut on here.
That's what's up.
The Blood Hunt has been building the Marvel Universe for nearly 50 years. Blood Hunt will elevate vampires in the Marvel Universe. Those are some dope looking vampires. You see Wolverine, you see a couple of noticeable faces. It says, while the specifics of the Blood Hunt remain shrouded in mystery, Marvel did reveal the seeds for the event have now been sown for decades. Vampires have been a part of the Marvel Universe for over 50 years now, arriving with the debut of Dracula in Tomb of Dracula. Since then, they have become a force to be reckoned with. Yeah, Tomb of Dracula comics, by the way, are hell of hard to find if you get the real original ones. And
I got Dracula versus Blade, baby.
Nice. That's a dope one right there. The original
Blade with the Kazales.
Yeah. With the afro and the butterfly collar and shit.
Yeah, I like that Blade too. That's a dope ass. They should make Marvel Legends. They're dropping the motherfucking ball, man. They should have had that Blade out.
Hell yeah.
Come on.
I got the new. Damn. Oh, speaking of Marvel Legends, Stu. Check this out, y'all. Well, first, let me finish reading this. Since then, they've become a force to reckon with within the Marvel Universe. In recent years, they've taken steps to assert their power further. Dracula established the Vampire Nation, a safe haven for the undead. While preaching peace to the world, the Vampire Nation is rotten to the core. The best page for the Red Band edition in issue number 1 is the last page of the book. We can't reveal it since it gives away too much of the plot, but you'll know it when you get there. The users of the Dark Force, such as Cloak and Blackout, have lost control of their powers in the preview to Blood Hunt #1. While the preview does not make it clear if Dracula and the Vampire Nation are behind the attack, it is clear that the heroes are in for the fight of their lives, and judging from the comments made by MacKay and Brevoort, not even the Avengers will escape the bloodshed. Neither MacKay or Brevoort state who, if anyone, would die or be turned, but it is certain to be an unforgettable and gruesome. Marvel's Red Band editions for Blood Hunt could be game changers. Yes. American mainstream comics have never attempted Red Band editions in the past, and thus Blood Hunt has the opportunity to do something new and unprecedented. Marvel has experienced with bloody and violent books in the past, but they have largely been confined to out-of-universe takes, such as the recent Moon Knight Black, White, and Red, which is fucking dope. Blood Hunt will bring the same sensibilities to the mainstream. The sheer violence and carnage in Blood Hunt will spread across the Marvel universe later this year, and not even the publisher's A-listers will be spared. Yeah, that red band looks dope. I'm excited about the red band. Cool. I was like, man, I need this new motorcycle for the Dreadnoks, and I was looking online, and I was ordering the motorcycle. I was looking for motorcycles, Marvel Legends motorcycles that can fit Marvel Legends characters, right?
Yeah.
So I find this one that I'd never seen before. I was really surprised because I thought I'd seen the only few that they had, and this one actually looked really dope. Like, I was like, whoa, this is fly. Logan's on it. I wonder if I can get the picture of it to pull up because I already. Oh, wait, there it is. Wait, let me go back. Hold on, go back. There it is. Boom. So you see that?
Yeah.
See the bike?
Yeah, hell yeah. That's a dope.
Right. And I'm thinking, and you see what it says here: Marvel Legends Wolverine with motorcycle as a loose box item, no box, $18. So in my mind, I'm thinking quick, and I'm thinking, okay, motorcycle is loose. I'm thinking it's just the motorcycle for $18. That's why it's so cheap. It's just the motorcycle, and they're selling it cheap. Oh man, I lucked out. Look at this cool motorcycle, $18. I'll paint over the X. It'll be perfect for fucking Torch. And I order it, and it arrived. It arrived today.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to see it?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Of course. That's what we were waiting on. Let's see. We get excited about toys around
here. Oh no. Oh no. It's tiny as hell.
It's tiny.
Yo.
They wild out, yo.
Womp, womp, womp. But the thing is it is a Marvel Legends. Let me explain.
Is it the Toy Biz Marvel Legends?
Let me explain. So, Marvel Legends has a 4-inch line.
Yeah, they do.
One of my favorite lines. And I really do want to start collecting it, but it's expensive as fuck. It's every bit as expensive as the full size line.
Yeah.
I want to try and get this. Look at that. Look how dope he is.
Yeah.
I was so mad. This is another one. So this one fooled me. I thought this was a full-size Apocalypse, 7 inches tall, whatever, full size, because it's Marvel Legends Apocalypse. I was like, oh my God, I never seen this one before. This Apocalypse is from my favorite storyline with Cable and them, Messiah Complex. And I was just blown away. I was just like so excited. I was getting the Messiah Complex version of Apocalypse, and he arrived, and he was fucking this big. I was like, I can't even be mad but I've had this guy for a long time. I've had this War Machine for years and years, way before I started collecting toys. I don't know where I got it or how I had it. I just sort of had it way before I started collecting toys. I glued a big ass cannon to his arm, reminiscent of the Marvel vs. Capcom with the giant
Yeah,
hand.
proton can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So I gave him that. It's hella heavy. His arm joint got weak over the years, and he doesn't hold it up anymore unless I really position it right. But anyway, these are from that Marvel Legends 4-inch line, and boom, now I got the Wolverine on the motorcycle. So now I have 3. That's a collection. I didn't mean to buy this one. This one I don't know where I got. So this collection has fallen in my lap. It's now a collection. Now I have 3. So now I have to start collecting the 4-inch Marvel Legends. God damn it. Damn it. It is what it
You might
is.
want to try Etsy, man. Just go on Etsy and see if somebody can 3D print you one, or somebody might even be making
3D print
one.
one? Oh shit.
Yeah, you can 3D print them. A lot of people do it now.
Oh,
They
the
just
motorcycle.
3D print stuff.
The figure
Yeah, they
action
3D print.
Oh,
Nah, like
that's
the
trash.
motorcycle, because I know you want the motorcycle. So
Oh,
have somebody
yeah.
go on Etsy, see if somebody can 3D print you one.
Hold on for me.
That would be a lot of parts, though. You know, they can't just print it out
Yeah.
one motorcycle. They got to print each and every individual
Right,
little part.
yeah. I mean, you never know. You know, you got some guys that's into that, man. They'll
They'll
print you.
These people that'll do it, but it's gonna cost.
Yeah,
They
try it
charge.
out.
Shit is not.
Google
I've
like
tried it out.
type in
costs.
in GI. Go on
I have
Etsy's
done it.
website and do it. Have you
Yeah.
done it on Etsy?
No, I don't Etsy, no, but I've tried talking to custom people who do 3D printing, and they're not cheap. Not at all. They're not cheap. Let's see if we can
Unless you can
find.
find one like you already got the other dreadnoughts on. Can you find one like that or no?
Well, I don't know. Man, where are the 4-inch X-Men or Legends? Well, I was gonna show y'all a bunch of oh wait, is this? I think this is them. Damn it, they're not gonna say. Shit. Well, I think this is them. Let me show y'all. We reached the part of our show where we are fucking off and showing you cool shit.
I have the 4-inch Luke Cage. I'm trying to find him. Where the fuck can I put him? 4-inch Luke Cage with the chain and the Scully, the beanie.
Oh yeah.
And I got the Danny Rand.
Look at this. Raw Talk. You see it, Stu?
Yeah, that's crazy. The 4-inch, right? Yeah.
I believe these are 4-inch. Yeah. Yeah, they look very much to be. Yeah, they gotta be. Let me see.
Make sure.
It doesn't say.
No. Those are Walgreens exclusives. Those are not.
Say.
Those are the 6-inch. Those are 6-inch.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, these are dope.
Bet you don't got. I bet you don't got this Wolverine.
Oh shit! Why you bullshit?
Damn.
I do need that Colossus. A lot of people have that Colossus because the whole entire wave of that wave was dope. Like Build-A-Figures, usually
that's
there's
a Build-A-Figure too. Yeah.
Yeah, usually there's one. Well, usually there's two, but always at least one figure of the wave that's just trash. Nobody wants it, and they don't. Sometimes a lot of people don't get those Build-A-Figures. But that one, that wave, that Colossus wave, every fucking figure in that wave was dope. So you see that Colossus a lot because everybody bought it. Everybody got it all.
That Colossus is dope.
But I didn't get it.
Check it
Nah, I didn't
out.
get it either.
Check it out. Check it out. What to do when Wolverine comes for you.
That's a
Which
dope
one? That's
Wolverine.
the 4-inch.
No, this is 6-inch.
Oh, whoa! What line is that? What is that?
This is from Toy Biz.
Okay, yeah, that's Toy Biz. Okay, yeah.
Because they get the toe articulation and stuff. And this was based off like some extreme type of thing. I gotta go back into it. But I got him, the angel.
Nice.
You know. And then and Cyclops. They have a beast there, but the beast is like, I still might want to get a beast, but
I need a beast. I don't have a beast. You have a beast?
which color?
I do.
Blue.
You need the gray?
No, I got the dark beast. I got dark beast. I need an OG like bright blue beast.
Oh, okay.
Like that one they did for the 80th was dope. Like I need a real blue, like a real official beast. Because I got the dark beast. Bro, I wish I'd been to Japan, bro. I wish I'd and the Japanese figures are some of the best. No, the Japanese figures are the best in the world. Mayfex. Oh man, that's hot.
That is hot.
Yeah. Yeah, those are classic Toy Biz. Mayfex, Yamaguchi.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I got a Yamaguchi Wolverine.
Yeah, them joints are expensive. Yeah. Yeah, but these
are Japanese. These are Japanese toys. This is Japanese. This is the Mayfex Cyborg Superman. Easily.
He's pretty
easily. This is the best quality figure in my entire room.
You didn't get the Mayfex Steel yet, did you?
No.
That Mayfex Steel is dope. I want that. I want that steel.
Yeah.
I want that joint.
Hell yeah.
I think I'm gonna go.
I got the McFarlane one, but I want the Mayfex one.
I mean, he's got the wire cape. You can shape it however you want. I always have it like blowing to the side. I mean, but the head, the detail of the face is crazy. Let me see if I can get it to focus. Just the quality of the plastic is crazy. Just the quality of the joints.
Yeah. If they ever get G.I. Joe, man, it's over for Marvel. I mean,
Mayfex? Hasbro. If Mayfex get G.I. Joe, it's a wrap.
It'd be a lot of broke collectors out there because they'd be spending their money crazy on them.
I'll be selling all these off in I'm trying to sell them off now, but for the open ones, I'll sell those off fast just to get them joints, man.
I'd be so sad.
Yeah. I'd be done, huh?
Done.
I'd be heartbroken, Stu, if they did that because I wouldn't be able to afford it.
You and me both. I wouldn't be able to afford
like
much. I better get it. I know. I better get something here and there. I had to catch a sale, something, bro. I'll be
G.I. Joe, $25. Classified, $25.
Oh, going up to 30 next year. Going up to 30, bro.
We better get it for $30. You better show me why, or it'd be the last couple figures I get.
Because they're gonna from what I'm hearing, they're gonna offer more alternate heads and hands.
Okay, I can live with that. If you're giving me something more for my extra couple $2,
thank you.
I'm down with that.
Yeah. We talked about that before because you know how Todd McFarlane. Yeah, you know how Todd McFarlane just like to give you a whole nother figure. You can't get another head.
Yeah, right.
Can't get another. You gotta buy a whole another figure. And Reno, that drives Reno up the wall.
Yeah,
because like we can't get a Thomas Wayne Batman. The only one we can get is the one without the cow. And it's like, all right, but where's the one with the cow? And if he gives us another one, we got to spend a whole another $25 on a whole other figure. We
Yeah,
lucky if we get hands with a McFarlane
I'm
figure.
selling my McFarlane Batman, but I'm keeping my Thomas Waynes and my Red Hoods and yeah, man. There's certain Batmans I gotta keep.
Yeah, I
So
yeah.
dope, you know?
I'm definitely it's some I will definitely keep.
Yeah, because I was going Batman crazy, and I was like, nah, the way McFarlane's dropping them, I can't keep up with this shit.
Yeah, I didn't get all the
Nah, you
all of
can't.
them like
Man.
because there was just too many and some of them were just kind of not
Goofy. Some of
goofy,
them,
but some were
yeah.
fucking goofy, some were corny, some of them sucked. Like the ones that I got, like this whole top shelf right there,
Mhm.
that whole top, this whole corner, that's all Batman. That's all McFarlane Batman.
Mm.
You got Arkham, you got the Thomas Wayne, you got the Nightfall, you got the Metal, you got the Superman joint, you got the DC Vampires joint,
Mhm.
and one of the only movie figures in my entire room, the Batman on the motorcycle, the Battinson on the motorcycle.
Yeah.
I got like three. All my figures are all comic book or cartoon characters. I don't like movie characters, so I have like no MCU figures or no DCU figures. The only figures I got that are from movies, I got Deadpool and Cable from the Deadpool and Cable movie,
Yeah.
and I got the Battinson Batman on a motorcycle,
And the Wolverine.
and a Jackman Wolverine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Which I only got because I just wanted to have all the Wolverines. Now this is the Yamaguchi. Let me tell y'all about Yamaguchis, okay? Dog, they're dope as fuck. They look amazing. Let me get this thing off the goddamn thing. All right.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah,
The
man.
claws are cool as fuck.
Yeah, man.
The let me see if I can get dope. I mean, they're just these are some of the dopest. Let me do it. Let me show y'all the articulation is insane.
Mm.
That's what they're all about. That's what they're all about. The articulation, the different crazy different shit you can do with them. Like you can't do certain poses with, Marvel Legends and shit. You know, like you could never. Hold on, let me.
Like the one coming out like that. Full on arms in the back, claws drawn, his head coming out like he usually like he's lunging at you. Yeah, stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't. And like, yeah, like you said, like do a lunge.
Yeah.
But my gripe with the Yamaguchis, why I don't like them, and I will never buy another one.
Mm.
A few reasons.
Gaps?
A few reasons. Well, the gaps is a big one. And the gaps thing. So the thing about Yamaguchis is these are for photography. They're for taking pictures of, because if you shoot them at certain angles, the gaps are hidden.
Okay.
If you shoot them from like a side, you don't see the gap. If you shoot them, like if you notice all the photography with Yamaguchis and all their advertisements, none of the gaps show. It's the way they pose them so the gaps don't show. But it's like the gaps also let them articulate in crazy ways, like that big. See those big gaps between the chest there and the shoulder?
Yeah, and the shoulder. Yeah,
Right. That's ugly, but it also lets them do a
pose it in a way. Yeah,
like their
pose it
their
like a suit,
elbows
yeah.
can touch, like his elbows can touch each other and shit like that. So that's the idea, but that is not really the reason why I don't like them. Why I don't like this one. First of all, the plastic, I don't like the feel of it. Everything I do, something falls apart. Which is very typical of a bootleg figure.
And
But
those figures are bootlegged quite a bit.
Oh,
The
very much
Yamagachis.
so.
Yeah,
Very much so.
yeah.
But there's ways to tell. There's ways that you can tell that stuff they can't bootleg and stuff like that.
But then again, Japanese are made. Well, I want to say Japanese made those type of figures. They're very delicate on their bits and pieces and their accessories on the action figure itself too.
Yeah,
know.
like the hand, the claws just pop off.
Yeah, very delicate. Like
Yeah.
you gotta be exact. Take your patience, so to speak.
Even the Mafex, it's made of phenomenal quality and everything, and like the sculpt is super like just unmatched. I mean, even the detail and the look at that,
Yeah, the cybernetic parts.
or like inside his rib cage and shit.
Yeah, the shading and
Yeah, but this gun thing, it's so heavy.
Mm,
His arm don't stay up. It falls off half the time.
Mm.
It doesn't. It doesn't. It because it's so heavy.
Yeah.
He's got a hand though. I'm gonna switch. Like I can't use this gun because it's too heavy. But if you pose it right, like if I pose it pointing up or something like that, there's no problem with it. But why would he be shooting straight up in the air? So it's like, but what are you gonna do? So yeah, that's the Yamaguchi, that's the Mafex. Japanese, some of the Japanese figures, very, very cool looking, very, very amazing quality, and you fucking pay for it. And I don't believe they would be so expensive if you were in Japan. I think like if you were in Japan and you spent Japanese money, you lived in the Japanese currency and the Japanese economy, and you actually spent yen like the way it's meant to be spent, like without the exchange rate and all of that. I think cost of living wise, I think they're comparable to ours. I just think you're getting an import. It's from Japan. It's they're the premium. There's a premium. They do cost a bit. You're gonna pay between 100 and 180 for a basic, for a small, for a regular figure. Yeah, just one of these. If you want something special, they go up. They go up to 300 and 400 for there's statues and all kinds of shit too. But
yeah,
the Japanese figures definitely kill it with the quality. They definitely run shit with the quality. But they are expensive as fuck. The best figure line for the money out there, hands down, is classified. It's the best 6-inch.
I would agree.
Yeah, it's killing Marvel Legends. It's killing Black Series, which are the only other two main ones, American ones.
Aren't they all made by Hasbro, though, right? Or no?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, you have competitors out there, but they're not like at the major level.
See, this is the bullshit I'm talking about. Let me know if you find a beast, bro. If you got a beast.
I have a beast.
All right. Well, I need it.
Red and a blue beast.
But here's my problem. I don't want this shit. I don't want this shit, dog.
That's the what you call it?
Damn, bro.
Marvel Legends Series 4.
Yeah, that's from Toy Biz though. You could tell by the joints.
Right. Then you got the old school one.
Yeah.
That's a Toy Biz new.
Yeah, that's the what 4 points, 5 points of articulations.
Yeah.
Something like that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Jack Gambit looked dope down there.
Oh damn! Wait a minute. I don't have an Iceman, and I do need an Iceman.
That's the old Iceman.
Yeah, it's pretty damn old too.
1993.
Yeah, he can't rock. He can't rock. He can't rock with my crew.
Nah, he don't. Nah, he don't look legit enough.
Yeah, they drew eyes.
Strong guy.
That's that whack articulation. Yeah, but it's that whack articulation.
Yeah. Nah, I wouldn't buy it. But
you know, a lot of people are buying that again. Those limited articulation, just because the card backs also.
Oh, right.
Buy
This is
them.
the beast I'm trying to get. This is the beast I'm looking for.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's a decent beast. You should get that one.
That's
That's the
still
one
They
I
want 80
want.
bones for that joke. They want 80 bones for
Exactly.
that Joker.
no. I'm gonna
Whew.
find out. I'm gonna go to my man's comic shop, see if he got it for whatever price. I'll let you know.
Yeah, let me know because that's the one I need.
He has it.
Yeah.
He got a lot. He got a lot of this shit. Like I got that gray one. That gray one is tough too.
Hell no. Look at his face.
Yeah, but the other faces.
The other face is hard.
Yeah,
But this face is ridiculous.
that one is from the what you call it in the Beast? What is it? Beauty and the Beast.
Beauty and the Beast.
Oh yeah.
His own comic or something like that. I forget. Beauty and the Beast, or some shit like that. He had a funny face, and then he was also gray back then too.
Yeah. Well, that's not the one I meant. When I said Dark Beast, I meant Dark Beast.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the Dark Beast with the braids. The Viking Beast.
Yeah, this is Beast from the Age of Apocalypse. He's super dope looking. I love how he looks.
Yeah,
But I
his
need
cybernetic body. Well, not cybernetic, but he had an adamantium or whatever lower half.
Yeah. You see his legs.
Yeah, he's crazy.
But he's got he's got a dope face sculpt.
Yeah, I had sold him because I had the whole the wave of it, and I sold the whole wave. I was like, man, I got tired of it.
I love the face.
I don't know
I
why.
love the head sculpt.
He's a very dope figure, but I was off into G.I. Joe classifieds land.
Yeah.
Then everything else became obsolete after that.
He's got a hammer named Sugar.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's not his hammer.
Yeah, it is. Sugar?
Nah, it's the Sugar Man, the Builder figure. Sugar Man. That's his. I think that's his hammer. Yeah, that's Sugar Man.
Wondering why he came with a fucking hammer.
Yeah, that's Sugar Man's hammer. That dude with the big face look like a troll face.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's he's from that wave. So this hammer came with this figure.
Yeah, that's Sugar
But it
Man's.
was the Build-A-Figure piece.
Yes.
Sugar
Man's.
Ain't that a bitch?
That's what it's Beast. It'd be Beast Hammer. As far as I know, it'd be Beast Hammer.
No, fuck that.
Yeah. You got to get Sugar Man now. You got to get Sugar Man now.
Ridiculous. No, I don't want Sugar Man. That shit's stupid.
Yeah, it's mad ridiculous, man. It's a
I don't like
ridiculous
Sugar Man.
character. I mean, it's a character, but it's still ridiculous.
Yeah, big ass face.
Yeah, they needed just.
Body of a face.
Yeah.
Now he's Beast. Yeah, but Dark Beast, he's chilling. He's from Age of Apocalypse. He's hella cool looking.
Yeah.
But I need the OG Blue Beast that they got. The one I showed you. That's the one I've been wanting. But for some reason, it's $80 to $100 everywhere I look.
For real?
Yeah, dog. I can't find one for under 50. I need to pay.
All right, I'm gonna see. I'm gonna see when my guy got it. He probably has it for 35.
That's what I was gonna say. 30, 40. I'll pay for that shit tomorrow.
I'm gonna check them tomorrow.
Yeah, that's an official.
Yeah, because they got a lot of action figures over there. Shit, that's where I get most of my action figures from.
All right.
Can't find them at Target. Go to JC Comics. Yeah.
JC Comics.
Yeah, man. Yeah, see, that's the newest one. Because they did one before that without the lab coat. But I think he has this one with the lab coat.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the coat off him.
Yeah. And then the nails are painted. The other ones,
see how he looks without the coat? That's how I'm gonna have him.
the other one is from what wave was that? It was a builder. The other beast. It was just like that beast, because that beast nails are painted is
they're white.
Yeah, they're white. But
Yeah.
from the builder one, I think I think it's from. I want to say no, it's not from that way. I forget. It's
His
not
nails
that.
are white here too.
Yeah, it's from. If you look on there, go back to Beast, you'll see the other Beast, but that one is more expensive. Yeah, there you go. It's from the Apocalypse Wave Beast.
Damn, I need this. I need some. I got the chest and like one of the arms. I need the rest of him though. I think this is oh what? $40.
40.
40 bucks. Oh, that's a bid. Okay, I was gonna say.
Oh yeah, I hate those bids. I whenever I go on eBay, man, I gotta just what's the price, man? I can't go and wait for no bids. And then they got homies that bid shit up for them. You
Yep.
know, they be bidding up for them. You know, you think you
Yeah.
get something for like $60. Next thing you know, you turn around as 130. You're like, what?
Cause what it'll do is on the last, like in the last few minutes, that's when they start pumping the bids in.
Yeah, but
And
people got
after a
homies.
minute, bro, I throw my bid. I wait till the counter gets down to 10 seconds left.
Mhm.
Bam, and I throw my shit in. And by the time that bid registers, there's no more time. They cannot counter bid. I win.
Mhm. That's a good strategy, but
Works
during
every
the
time.
whole phase, they be having other people bid on it for them so they can bid it up.
For
If it
'em,
ain't,
bid it
Yeah,
up,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, right, yeah. They
Yeah.
sometimes
I
they-
just
some,
put in
some idiots
I
do
put in
that.
my max bid and step off. If I don't get it, I don't get it.
Well,
Just
Stu,
put in my
if
max
you go,
bid.
yeah, that too. But if you really want something, you want to fight for it. If you're getting it from a big store, like somebody with a whole bunch of shit, they sell a lot. They got a big store. They got a lot of stuff. You can be sure they're not doing. They ain't got no guy bidding their stuff up. You know, they ain't got no homies doing that. That's when you see somebody and they don't sell a lot of shit, and they might be selling something today. They got something. They're auctioning it off. One guy, they got one thing or something like that. Yeah, they might do it then. But a regular store, they're not going to be doing that because they're getting bids constantly all day. They have probably 50 things on eBay that are being bid on at the same time. So they're not. They can't have somebody
these
manning
days,
every.
these days, I don't put it past anybody, man. You look at the bids on them GI Joe figures, man.
Yeah, but that's the thing is, you can watch the bid. You can tell from the bid. If you only see, you can see if someone's bidding or not. And if there's only like 2 bids on there, well, then nobody's doing that. But if there's like the same, that you see the same name, he just steady keeps up bidding, up bidding, up bidding. He's been fighting all day. He either really wants it or he's the asshole.
Yeah.
And you don't really know.
Yeah, exactly.
Until the end. Until the end. But
rubbing his hands with his homie. Yeah, we got him.
Word. See, I love the head on this one. I would love to take the head from this Apocalypse and put it on the body of the other one that I got, because that's a dope face for Apocalypse. The body I'm not crazy about, but it's not bad. But it's not my favorite Apocalypse at all.
That's the one with Storm with the Mohawk came in.
Shit, this the one. I love this one.
Yeah, that's
the one I love.
Yeah,
I got this one. This is the one I got. This is the other Marvel Legends one, and this is the Age of Apocalypse. I'm not a fan. I don't really care for it.
I had that one. It was cool. It was all right. I had 2 of them actually. I don't know why I bought 2.
It's just not the iconic Apocalypse, Yeah,
it was looking weird after a while. Sitting up there, I'm like, all right.
Nah, it
is dope. I still got the skull.
Yeah, the skull he comes with.
Yeah, the skull is crazy.
Yeah, there it is. Little Horatio skull.
Yeah.
There it is at his feet.
Is that $20 or is it a bid?
Nah, that's buy it now, $20.
That's buy it now, $20.
Shit, I remember that joint was $35.
Hell yeah.
Now they going for 20. Patience. That's always key.
Patience. Patience grasshopper.
I wish I knew exactly what size these were. They say they're from Marvel Legends, McFarlane, X Men.
Reno, go. You know what, Reno? Scroll down. Scroll down to the
Those
bottom.
I can tell you what those are. Those are the same motorcycles I sent you.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask you.
That's what they look like. Yeah. I was gonna say, ask the seller what size are they. Just scroll down, send them emails. Say like, what size?
I know, Stu. I did that. I'm trying to ask Raw Talk if they're the same ones that he had because I already did all
They
that.
look like the ones he gave you. Yeah, they look like the ones he
They
gave
do, but they don't.
Well, those are even small. I think those are the smaller versions. That fit your 4-inch action figures.
The reason I think these eBay ones are bigger. These are the ones you sent me, and these are too small.
Yeah.
The reason I think these are bigger than the ones you sent me is just by the wheels. The wheels look much bigger with more detail.
No, the smaller ones are like that. I have a motorcycle that I was selling online like that.
Yeah, if you look at the detail, that's how you can really tell. So, like the engine parts on this one, the ones that you sent me, are more like molded together, more molded parts, whereas these seem to be a little bit more like separate pieces. But maybe
you got a picture there with a figure on a motorcycle. Go look at that picture with the figure. Yeah,
all right,
see,
there we go.
smaller. See, that's
Buddha Dean, bro. That's bullshit.
Yeah,
Bro, that's Buddha Dean.
Word.
Like, but this bike looks bigger though. Why does this bike look way bigger than this bike? Yeah, it does. Look,
it's just the look.
You think? Look at them next to each other. You can see the one on top.
That tire looks big as hell.
Looks hella bigger, dog.
Oh, you know who else got? Well, that's a trick motorcycle. WWE got a motorcycle for the Undertaker.
Word.
Yeah, the Undertaker motorcycle. WWE Undertaker motorcycle.
Did I spell it wrong? Wait, there he is. What, this one?
He had a black one though. He had a black one, not that one. He had a
this one.
Yeah.
Let me see. Nah, I can't rock with that. It's too. You see?
It's too cartoony.
Yeah, it's definitely not. It doesn't fit the
if you customize it now, you get you that liquid the liquid marker and go crazy with it. You might be doing a little something with it. You know what I mean?
Or you can wait for Hasbro to come out with the ferret and just put all the dreadnoughts on ferrets.
Nah, they had motorcycles in the comics. I mean, yeah. Yo, you know what they need to do honestly
on the cartoon they rode the ferrets. They rode the ferrets in the cartoon.
They rode these. They rode Harleys.
Yeah. Harleys, they had swamp skiers and the ferrets.
And they did ride the ferrets too. But they did ride the ferrets, of course. But they had bikes, dog. They rode up on these motherfuckers, dog.
Yeah, they had the dope shit.
Brat.
So you just having a hard time finding. You just having a hard time finding those. What's the name? He got a Wu-Tang symbol on his joint.
Yeah, I put a Wu-Tang and then I put an anarchy symbol. Damn, you can't see the anarchy. You see the anarchy?
Yeah, I can see it's right there on the tank. Yeah, right on the top of the tank.
Yeah.
Yeah, I painted that shit on there.
Yeah, what you call it, guys?
I painted him up too. I put chrome on the grenades. I did a whole bunch of detailing on his.
Nice.
I did his razor blades. I made those silver. Come on, motherfucker. There we go.
Yeah.
See, I hooked him up. I made his sheath on his knife brown.
Nice.
Gave him hella chromed out pieces and shit. Made the grenades green because they were just like gray and shit. Molded. Everything is detailed. Everything is painted separately. I painted the duct tape silver on this gun.
You could tell.
And then the bike, bro, I painted all that chrome. This bike was solid black. I painted the chrome wheels. I painted the chrome engine parts.
Yo, there you go, man.
I chromed him out.
But
And
they
then,
charging exorbitant prices for those now, right?
bro, well, so those, so what I to answer your question, Stu, what I'm trying to do is find. So Marvel Legends did this one for the Punisher.
Mhm.
This is the exact same motorcycle with a different handlebar piece.
Yeah, they don't have the sissy bars on it.
Yeah, they're the same bike,
Mm.
but one has they got different, different. Like this one has chrome on the wheels. This one is all black. This one had like silver and shit everywhere. This was all black. It was blacked out, but I painted the chrome on this one. Now this one, you see how the engine is a solid gray, solid silver.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Right.
paint black like I painted silver on this. I'm gonna put black in the crevices so it doesn't look so fakey. Because like this shit looks fake as fuck.
Nice
See how the
swatch.
engine-
Yeah.
So I'm gonna use black paint for the negative spaces to make it look more real, the engine.
Mm-hmm.
And then of course I'm gonna put something on the tank, probably the Dreadnought Anarchy sign, and then yeah, like I was saying, these so this one came with like saddlebags and shit. This bike is dope. It's blue. This one was Wolverine's bike.
Yeah.
So this was Wolverine. This was Punisher, and that was it for Marvel Legends from this line. Now there's a couple other bikes that Marvel Legends did and Toy Biz did, but they're just not of this quality. This is the Captain America.
Yeah, this is the cat bike.
Ooh, that's the same as this blue one.
Yep. Yep.
The saddlebags.
Yep.
Okay, that's what I need then. That's the one I need then.
I use this for G.I. Joe for General Hawk.
Hella bad.
Yeah, I use this, and also Captain America is part of G.I. Joe in my world.
What?
Yeah, because I figure
why not?
G.I. Joe is in Marvel Comics, so I'm like,
why not?
Why not Captain America?
As well, yeah.
Yeah,
why not Captain America? Yeah, you're right.
Look, I can change.
Like,
look, I can
and
put
Captain America's in the military.
You see that?
Like G.I. Joe.
The handlebars come off; they pop off. You can put the sissy bars on the blue bike. You can swap them around. That Captain America bike, it has like a big shield on it.
Yeah.
Handlebar piece.
I took the shield off of it.
Can that handlebar piece come off like this?
Let me see.
Because I don't want that shield on it. If I'm gonna make that Torch's bike, first of all, I'm gonna have to paint it.
No, it's different. Actually, it's a different.
I would just paint some Dreadnought symbols or some Cobra symbols on the front of that.
Here's what I'm gonna do, Stu.
Hold on.
Look it up.
Here's what I'm gonna do, Stu. Here's what I'm gonna do. Since this is kind of the main de facto leader of the three.
See,
he's got the blue one.
But the front shield don't come off.
Yeah, that's a deal breaker.
I just paint a Cobra symbol on the front of that joint.
This right here, he might have. Yeah, there might be a Cobra symbol on this blue bike. That'd look dope. A red Cobra snake on the side of the blue bike. That'd be hot.
Yeah.
But this is your boy. That's the sort of the main leader of the three Dreadnoughts. Then you got what's his name? Ripper. And then you got Torch. So what if I get Torch another one of these Punisher bikes, the black one?
Yeah.
And I have him on the leader. He's the main dude, and then Ripper and Torch. They both got these black handlebar
same bikes. Yeah, that'd be dope.
But Torch's John, I'm gonna paint flames on the tank.
Yeah, so you can tell me.
He got the annas. Yeah,
you put flames.
You can paint. You know what, Reno? You can also paint flames. You can paint flames on the
gas
on the the gas tank on the tire, the
fender,
the tire guard. Yeah, the fender. Yeah, I was trying to look for the word. Yeah, you can paint that on. That'd be dope. Yeah.
Bro, look at how official my gun looks, dog.
That looked like the joint from the cartoon. That looked just like the joint from the cartoon, bro.
It looked like the comic book cover, like what we doing.
They do.
Doing dirt over Commander Dirt.
That's what. Yeah, I don't understand why Hasbro didn't bring that out like that. Like they didn't give, because that's like signature for him. Like, I don't. They didn't do that.
I get it. Man. Like this is why this is the.
Oh yeah, they did the cover is the one with the from the
classified. I'm telling you, yes, this is Hasbro collab. This is a Hasbro collab. This Energon universe is a Hasbro collab. This is all Energon. This is all fucking what you call it. Classified.
Covertly. Okay.
Hasbro is involved now. I get that they probably were like, yeah, it don't make no sense because it didn't make no sense. A rifle with the fucking chainsaw thing on the end.
Yeah.
It doesn't really make a lot of sense. We thought it was cool as kids in the 80s because it was cool.
Well,
And
he never used it as
Yeah,
a rifle though. He used it to tear shit up.
right.
Like
yeah. He
panel.
never shot it. Yeah, he never really shot it too much.
It doesn't have a barrel. It don't shoot bullets. It just got a chainsaw. It's not like it had a bullet and then also a chainsaw. It was just a fucking chainsaw, period,
That's
with a
it.
trigger.
He's
But
like
it had a tank. It had a tube connected to the gas tank on his back.
Mhm.
So that's how it fueled. Like chainsaws got a tank within themselves. They got a little gas tank, little tank inside the chainsaw. His shit was a gun with a tube with a gas tank on his backpack, and I'm still pissed at Classified for not giving me the gas tank backpack. That was one of his most iconic accessories, and I think it was one of the coolest ones, man. It's one of the ones I remember the most from my childhood. That gas tank was fucking cool with the chainsaw, man.
They all had backpacks. Like
They all had backpacks. What's his name? Ripper had a motor.
Yep.
Yeah,
like a
he
little
did. Yeah.
engine with his Jaws of Life machine.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Which they did give him Jaws of Life. They did give him Jaws of Life, so I wasn't too mad
Mhm.
that he came with something comparable from his days in the 80s, but he never did, so I had to make one. I just took one of the rifles from, I don't know whose rifle it is. I pulled the clip out to make it look more like how the original didn't have a clip. So there's no clip. There's no clip. And then I cut the barrel off. Then I took a razor blade and sliced long ways down the center of the gun.
Mm-hmm.
I cut the chainsaw that he came with. I cut the chainsaw blade off of the chainsaw and wedged it between the split that I cut out of the rifle with the razor blade.
Yeah.
Look
how.
close. You see the split.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can see it. Yeah.
But that's dope.
Mm.
Shit.
It's not gonna focus, but you can't see. So I glued that in with some glue. And you can't fucking notice it, dog. When you just look at it from the side, that shit just looks like it's real.
Yeah.
It just looks official.
Bloody Zartan.
Bloody Zartan. Yeah, man. So the Dreadnoks are bikers. They gotta have bikes. So I'm glad that Marvel Legends made these. I guess I'm gonna just have to bite the bullet and get another Punisher bike and paint some flames on it for Torch.
Yeah.
Because and I might go as far as getting one for Naugahyde and Monkey Wrench, and as all the Dreadnoks come out, get them a bike. Make a whole biker gang. That'd be dope. That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
But in that case, I would want different motorcycles. So I would have to do something with the Captain America.
The machine, one of your Dreadnoks is gonna have to give up his motorcycle.
Oh, the Thunder Machine. That's a must.
It'd be Monkey Wrench that had to give up the bike because he usually rides with old boy in the Thunder Machine.
Yeah, he do.
What's funny
is hanging off the side of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought because this is like damn near the same bike as this.
It's just small.
But in the photo that I showed y'all, it didn't look smaller.
Ramen Toys. There's a guy named Ace. He owns Ramen Toys, and he does the like
optical illusion.
he did the 18 van, the Dukes of Hazzard car. He does a lot of straddling the copyright line, the trademark infringement line, but he does good quality work. And I was wondering why he didn't even jump on the motorcycle thing, being that Dreadnoughts was coming out. Man, I would have jumped on that.
Yeah, that would have made a lot of sense.
Hell yeah, I would have had a whole bunch of wild bikes for him. Because then you got Zorana, and then you got Xandar. You got shit. Even the tracker guy. That
Oh,
Hold up.
yeah.
he's also down with the dreads.
Hold up. Blade had a motorcycle too.
Yeah, I got that motorcycle. That's a dope ass motorcycle.
It fits for her.
Yeah.
It do. It really, really do.
It's her style.
Yeah.
So, and it's small. It's it's small, so it does fit her body size too. It is a smaller bike, which I was really like upset at first. I was like, God damn, because that shit is smaller, way smaller.
Mm-hmm.
But it works for Zorana.
Yeah. Small as she is, it works. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's even got some like you can't see, but the copper. It's got some copper paint apps in there that make it look like pink.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's got pink in her suit. But yeah, it looks like some Mad Max shit,
I would have.
Yeah.
I
Some
would
Mad
That
Max
was the
shit.
whole. Originally, that was the whole idea behind the Dreadnoughts. That was the
Exactly.
inspiration for Mad Max.
Exactly.
Yep. And they all got accents like they're from Australia, even though they're from England.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah, y'all. But yeah, y'all, that's our show, man. We about to chop it. We about to wrap it up. But yeah, man, we will reconvene this weekend on Saturday. As always, have a good week. Be safe.
Yes, sir.
Read some comics. And do what you love. Collect some toys. Peace.
Peace.